Yeah, morning.
We are seeing protests erupting everywhere in Minna, Niger State, and also in Kano State. People are getting tired of the government. And I believe that this might be the revolution that we might be looking forward to.
It has come too late. It has come late, not too late. Because I expected Nigerians to rise up last year. When Tinubu single-handedly hijacked Nigerian mandate. I mean, mandate given to their favorite candidate. Thank you, Obi. So what we should have done last year was just everybody, including myself, we could have just, risen up against this kind of administration, against APC. APC is made up of thief politicians. That's the word I use, thief. They are feeling well now. They are feeling relaxed because what? They are stealing money. While every other Nigeria, other Nigerians are gnashing their teeth, crying for pain, excruciating one. And some persons are relaxing, calling us morons. Somebody like Shetima. Some persons are shouting, thinking or pretending as if nothing is going on currently. I mean, Adam Oshomole. And many other wicked ones. See, let me tell you, it came too late.
So we cannot
it came late. Listen, we should have done this last year. Immediately they inaugurated the wrong person, everybody should stand up. At that Eagle Square, the revolution we are talking about was supposed to start there. Because that's what they needed.
To the streets on Monday to decry the incessant state of power supply, which has left them in darkness, mostly at night. The women say their husbands don't touch them at night due to heat. Let's take a look. No more intercourse. Sim Fubara, this is a serious situation. Federal government, this is a serious situation for our women. Because, earlier this week, that video was trending because, of course, it's World Cancer Day. And the doctor was advising men, Rufai,
yes,
Dr. Abati,
yes,
to have sexual intercourse at least 21 times to prevent prostate cancer.
21
if you can, 21 times in a month. To prevent prostate cancer. Let's pull up that video before we come back for a discussion.
It's a concept in physiology. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Okay.
The only form of exercise your prostate gland gets is during erection. And that erection comes with sexual activity. Okay. So the study is abundantly clear that a man in healthy shape should be able to have sexual interaction 21 times a month.
21 times?
A month. To avoid prostate issues, prostate cancer or cardiovascular issues. If you don't exercise the gland, it swells on you. It becomes enlarged. When it becomes enlarged, that is a precursor to cancer. So yes, you have a beautiful wife. Do whatever it takes to please that woman so she can give it to you 21 times a month.
I also heard that he was recommending side chicks. Dr. Abati.
No, I think this tape should be played every day. Every day, this tape should be played, for purposes of public education, because men are being told now that the most important form of exercise for healthy living is bedroom activity, 21 times. And he just made the point that if you don't use it, you lose it.
Of course.
So an erectile dysfunction is a major problem for many men.
Yes.
So what this medical doctor is telling us, he's a professional.
Yes.
So we should listen to him. Is that if you don't use it, you can have erectile dysfunction,
yes,
and then you can have problems of a prostate.
Even cardiovascular.
Even your heart may not beat well. So bachelors like Rufai,
yes,
should play this
tape every day.
Look at how excited
and follow their advice
every day.
And now to come back to the women of Port Harcourt.
Yes.
I don't know why you mentioned Sim Fubara in the matter.
It's River State now. He can probably help them.
Are you saying that the state government should begin to pry into bedroom affairs?
Why not? Well, he was.
Sim Fubara has enough problems.
He gave her 100,000 naira during Christmas, right? Some sort of palliative. This is serious. You know they recharge electricity and all of that. Maybe just go to their aid.
You see the husbands of Port Harcourt.
Yes.
The husbands of these women who have taken their matter to the public domain. I think, well, they should advise their husbands that whether there is light or no light, they should avoid heart disease, they should avoid prostate, they should avoid erectile dysfunction, they should prevent a situation where something will die below their waist by making sure that they defy the problem of lack of electricity supply and do what they are supposed to do.
That's it.
And again, this is what we're saying about food insecurity in this country.
My God.
They are rioting because of food in Kano. They are protesting because of food in Minna. The women of Port Harcourt are also protesting because of bedroom food.
Yes.
Because this is also food of a type.
Food of the spirit.
When daddy leaves the dining table, consuming physical food, he is expected to go and provide food also, in the other room.
Food of the spirit.
So these are very serious national problems. Stop giggling. Stop laughing. This is a very serious matter, which can cause domestic tension.
Yes, in a
domestic
very
problems,
serious.
Separation of couples. I don't envy President Tinubu. He has a lot to worry about. From food in the bedroom to food on people's tables. I will not advise that President Tinubu should declare a national emergency on this protest by women who say that their husbands come home and they say because of heat they cannot engage in this 21 times exercise that learned knowledgeable doctor has recommended. The investigation, however, that the wives of Port Harcourt, the women of Port Harcourt can embark upon is to find out whether indeed the lack of electricity is a major cause of the indolence of their husbands.
Ayo, don't look at me as I'm saying it.
Ayo is looking at you. Ayo, heat or not, they should have sex. That's what Dr. Batis is recommending to prevent prostate cancer. I had a guest on the show.
Even for your mental health.
Go ahead.
You need to provide empirical data.
Eh?
With regards to, you need to fact check that.
A starved woman
the doctor
and
said,
mental health is affected.
Okay.
There are too much data to prove the correlation. No, I'm not joking.
No. But let me
There's
just
too
say
much
that
data to prove the correlation. I'm serious now.
hell has no fury.
Okay, go
like
ahead.
a woman scorned.
Absolutely.
The women of Port Harcourt have been scorned.
Yes.
And the scorners are Port Harcourt electricity distribution.
Yes, that's what I was just
They
saying.
said that businesses have been affected.
I
Yes.
want to take a quotation. That's when you scorn a woman.
Hell has no fury.
Is that from experience?
Is that for us?
Can we please?
Have you been scorned?
Can we let Ayo speak?
Have you been scorned?
They've complained about the effect on their businesses.
Yes.
They've complained about
This is
the effect on wastages of food. Now they've touched a very sore spot, and that is why they felt the need to go out with placards.
Yes.
That you can touch our businesses, you can touch our food,
Yes.
do not touch.
Our beds.
Correct. Correct. Please, this is a plea. Those women should just go out there and find a way to sort themselves out, because whether you like
should
it or
find a way?
Yes.
find a way?
I asked
What
the
are you recommending?
I asked the governor to help out. Didn't I just say that? I said that, Doctor. But that's why I said that.
They should
you
bring-
heard me
they
clearly.
should bring back the
Find
lights.
a way to sort this out, because the doctor is recommending side chicks. And I don't think
we
that
don't
you
recommend that.
want that. I don't
We
think you want
recommend
that.
two
So
individuals
let's
in the union of a marriage to go ahead and
multiply.
Wait, so
multiply.
women of Port Harcourt, take Dr. Bati's advice. Heat or not, have sex 21 times with your husband. Health sector. Well, let me pull up a tweet from user Spotlight Abbey, who posted a video where Peter Obi talked about how brain drain can be an economic gain with the caption, Yemi Cardoso conveniently told a single story today by trying to blame Nigerians studying abroad for naira depreciation when they themselves have zero frugality, zero consideration, and zero commitment to cutting costs of governance. He also forgot how much foreign remittances these same people make into the economy.
Everywhere in the world where there's been a brain drain, actually, if they do the right thing, you know what will happen? All those brain drain, I tell them, they will be brain gain. Because they'll be the first investors to come back when I and Daddy start turning around here. They'll come back with their investment. The first foreign investor you attract in any country is people who have left from your system, who have made money abroad. When they now see opportunity here, they will come back. Like I always say, when people go but that's not remittances, I said we'll double it. How are we going to double it? When we produce a conducive environment for them to bring more money. Today they are remitting only 5% of their income. They will remit 10 to 20. So they start coming back to invest here. It is more conducive. They start coming back for holidays and everything. And we'll do that. So brain drain will be brain gain in the future. Watch it happen.
All right. We also talked about the fact that, we're not even getting foreign exchange into the country because we don't have schools that, can attract those foreign exchanges.
They described a worst-case scenario that Nigeria could have ever found itself. And that they are saying that the Tinubu government is trying to walk Nigeria out of those quagmires. Yes. So the question will be, it's your same party that was in power that dragged Nigeria into this mess, that dragged Nigeria into this economic hardship, that dragged Nigeria into this economic quagmire, and your party is also saying that you want to take us out. How can the average Nigerian believe that your party can do such a thing?
First of all, you know, as well as I do, and I'm sure that many of those who are listening know that a lot of the problems we're dealing with today, that Buhari dealt with, some of which, Jonathan dealt with, and the governments before Jonathan dealt with, were problems that were generationally created. We have run an economy since independence that's based on a single item as, the money spinner for our country. Now, was it Buhari who, created that system, that order, that economic order? No, it was not. Was it Jonathan by himself? No, it was not. But these things were done, and created generationally for a country.
The debt profile of the country, we cannot even, that is in a sorry state. Look at the exchange rate. Pre-Buhari, it was $1 to 197. Do you know what it sells at the parallel market today, Mr. Moka? It's almost 1,140. That is how, 400. 1,400. That's what the exchange rate is saying at the parallel market. I can go on and reel out the indices before your party took over. And so the question I'm asking is, yes, things are hard globally. Yes, a lot of economy are in shock. Even on the continent, there are pressures on their currencies. But the question is, Nigeria as a nation has been badly handled economy-wise, and that is what the indices are telling us. In the last few months, and I'm showing you the indices of the prices of commodity, which has aggravated the anger of Nigerians, that things had gone really bad since Tinubu government took over.
Sure.
That's the picture.
Sure. Under Buhari, why do we forget so quickly? Under Buhari, there was the global pandemic that created massive, unforeseen, unplanned crisis, not just in Nigeria.
That's 5 years into Buhari's government. That's in 2020, 2020.
Globally.
That's 4 years or more after Buhari took over.
But Buhari also inherited an economy that was teetering on the brink.
In the indices that are in the single digits.
Yes, because, see, look.
In that same chair you see, Mr. Moka, there's an economist who told us right here on the program that the Buhari government dragged the Nigerian economy badly as much as 20 years backwards. That's how bad things before the Buhari government stepped out of office.
That's based on his own, understanding.
The indices says as much
and
also.
the indices that he is looking at. Today we heard those who are managing the economy of the country. The outlook they projected today was, positive. It was not gloomy. They said that the worst may be behind us already, and that going forward, they're hoping for a drastic, turnaround, both on the, fiscal front and on the monetary side. That has got to count for something. The world, economic institutions are not as pessimistic as even your assumptions.
So these are indices.
No,
I just read out realities. Indices. These are not. I'm not an economist. I'm a journalist. I'm just putting out the indices to you.
Says anything.
Because we are wondering whether
I'm saying
we go to the same marketplace and spend the same currency.
I told you at the beginning of this show, I acknowledged that things are tough. And they are tough in Nigeria, they are tough everywhere else.
All right, I'll come in here. They are tough in Nigeria, they're tough anywhere else. All right, thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back here again. I likely continue with that video, but I just wanted to quickly let you guys know. But before that, let me quickly acknowledge for some of you, even though I've showcased many already. Thank you very much, Mommy. Good evening to you. Thanks very much for all you do, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Madam Bella, Naomi. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you very much, Ivy Jack. Thank you very much, everyone. Madam Luke. Thank you, Ray Abwa. Thank you very much, Oga Pansat. Thank you very much, Tony Africa. Thank you very much, and many others right there. Thank you very much for your time with us. I appreciate every one of you. Peter Ife, thank you very much for your support and thanks for joining us today. I appreciate you all, guys. Do your part. Press on the like button and help us to share. Congratulations to all Nigerians across the world. Congratulations to every one of us. As you all know, the only things that makes us smile and happy in our country is football. Nothing else. The government has failed woefully. As you are hearing right now from APC people, satanic people right there telling you that even Buhari inherited bad economy. So in case you don't get what that means, what it means is that these people will continue to blame their previous predecessor and blame. Why they are blaming, you will get old, and at the end of the day, when you get old, guys, these guys are trying to attack us here. Please bear with me. Let me quickly, I can't really touch anything right now. Bear with me. Let me go on a quick break. When I come back, we continue from where we stop. I don't know why they are trying to, they always do this to us all the time. Please just bear with me. Let me go on a quick break. God bless you all.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government.
Okay, thank you. Can somebody acknowledge my voice? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you once again. I was saying something before we got that attack right there, but we're going to continue. We're going to continue from where I stopped. What I was telling you guys, Buhari ruled for 8 years. right? And Jonathan, ruled for and Yaradua, both of them also ruled for 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, now what these satanic APC people are telling you right now, that the situation we find ourselves today is coming from Jonathan's administration, not even Buhari's administration. So they have succeeded in defending Tinubu, because obviously they've said that it's not Tinubu's fault that we are facing this situation we are facing right now. So that means what they are doing now, they have started to defend Buhari. But who can guess why they've just recently started defending Buhari? In case you don't know, I'll tell you. Because many of us, like you and I on this media, and many other media or mainstream medias, that have been countering their statements, blaming Buhari. And we've asked them so many times, even yesterday, I personally asked them, how come you guys are blaming Buhari when Buhari was under the same satanic canopy of APC? Watch out. These guys now, because they already know we are saying that Buhari was part of the APC. He ruled for 8 years under satanic APC. Now they have started telling you now that, in fact, even Buhari inherited bad economy in Nigeria. Hey, God. Please, can somebody, I know Mr. Jonathan is good with this, but I don't know if anybody on the comment section can quickly tell us, what was the dollar rate in Jonathan's time and the petrol price per liter in Jonathan's time? Can somebody put that there quickly? I don't know. On this platform, we are learning from each other, because I really want us, because they are already telling you that our problem started right from Jonathan's administration. Remember that recently as well, for the past 72 hours, Nigerians don't go dig Tinubu's protest against Jonathan. In fact, they went as far by carrying Jonathan's a city president coffee. A city president. Tinubu and Wole Soyinka organize a protest. They can't carry coffee. They can't draw Jonathan's picture on for that coffee. They can't carry on the waka, they go. Say Jonathan must go, Jonathan must go. In case you are not aware why these people are already telling you that the problem now, which they used to say that is coming from Buhari's administration, is no longer coming from Buhari's administration, is now coming all the way from Jonathan's administration. Hi, God. You see, this is the situation we find ourselves, my people. In case some of you are not aware what we are facing in this country, it's my duty sometimes to let you know, even though I know some of you know better than me. But my duty is to present it to you, then you talk about it. They came out today, last night, to channels to let Nigerians, the gullible Nigerians, not me, gullible Nigerians, to know that don't blame Tinubu for the hardship right now, and don't also blame Buhari for the hardship. Please go all the way, go and blame Jonathan's administration. That is the situation. I thought I should bring that in, my people. But meanwhile, we've got this. We posted it earlier on anyway on our channel, but I'm going to replay again. A lady who worked so hard to fight that Tinubu emerged as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. She have this to say. Let's take this quickly.
Aṣíwájú ogun àkọ́bí ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́yìn ogun jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkọ́bí adé general politician ni.
Gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹ ti sùn ẹ dìde ńlẹ̀. Àwọn ìjọba fẹ́ pa wá, wọ́n fẹ́ pa wá, gbogbo nǹkan ti gbówó lórí. Tinubu, Buhari, sínétọ̀. Pé máa bá yín tọmọtọmọ ẹsẹ̀ tó ń ṣe dẹni tí ò lè ṣe mọ́, ayé yìí ti bàjẹ́. ẹ̀yin APC Tinubu tó bá ti mọ̀ pé òun ṣe mọ́ gbé sílẹ̀ tó bá ti mọ̀ pé òun lè rí ṣe mọ́ gbé sílẹ̀ kí ló dé o fẹ́ pa wá ni àwọn NEPA tún gbé tiwọn wá adébdìbò olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè Ìbàdàn láti lọ tí mo ti dé láyé mi mọ̀ pé sọ́sídì wà lórí iná inú 2024 ni mo mọ̀ pé sọ́sídì wà lórí iná ó tún lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ́sídì orí owó náà NEPA tá à ń lò yàrá kan ni mò ń gbé fáànù nìkan ni mo ní wọ́n gbé 70,000 wá bẹ̀ ẹ máa ṣòfò tọmọtọmọ ni gbogbo èyí tẹ́ ń rúdù Nàìjíríà pátápátá. Indomie tá à ń rà 50 naira ó ti di 500 naira kí ló dé agolo ráìsì 1,300 ṣégbé tí ayé là ń gbé yìí ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà jẹ́ ká pariwo èrúmùsẹ̀ 400,000 kí ló dé wọ́n gbé 70,000 wá sínú yàrá kan kí là ń lò níná kí ló dé. à ń búra wa jẹ kiri oúnjẹ àárọ̀ ò bá tọ̀sán mọ́ oúnjẹ ọ̀sán ò bá talẹ́ mọ́ kí ló dé ẹ̀yin APC tá a bá rí ṣe máa jẹ́ kẹ́lòmíì ṣe ẹ má pa wá tó díẹ̀díẹ̀ àwọn kidnapper tún jẹ́ agbádùn a lè sún àlè wà ní security kò síná kò sómi kò sóúnjẹ kò sí nǹkan kan kí ló dé ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ṣàánú wa ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ṣàánú àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù náà gbogbo àwọn àgbàlagbà ti kú tán ọmọdé kékeré ti kú tán ebi ló pa wọ́n tẹ́ ẹ bá rí ṣe mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ lẹ̀ ṣe bá wà ládìbò fún yín mo wà láàrin ọjà níjẹta wọ́n ń fà mí láṣọ báyìí ni pé madam jẹ́ báyìí lẹ́bàá di sọ́kà ká dìbò fún APC náà ládìbò fún ilé bí ń pa wá gbogbo èyí tẹ́ wà nídìí ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí ọ̀tẹ̀ máa bá yín tọmọtọmọ ni ọ̀tẹ̀ máa bá yín tọmọ. ẹ má ṣàgídí Ọlọ́run ló ń pín ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ gbà fún Tinubu olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ó ti talé bàbá ó ti gbé fún Ìgbò òun ló ṣe ń ka lára ẹjọ ṣe lásìmọ máa ranjú lẹ̀ ó máa jẹ́ kó gbà lọ́wọ́ Tinubu àbí neighborhood máa ranjú lẹ̀ àbí lọ́mà máa ranjú lẹ̀ àwọn Ìgbò nìyẹn bó ṣe wà nínú Olúwọlé tó ń ṣe bísínẹ́sì wọn tó Peter Obi yìí ló dìbò fún ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ẹ wá bèèrè pé kí ni Tinubu ṣe ẹ lè rí nǹkan tí Tinubu ṣe gbà tó wà ní gọ́vnà láti Ọbalẹ́ndé títí dé Tom Jones òun ló la títì òun ló ṣe títì ló ṣe kọ́tà tí gbogbo everybody rìn bó ṣe hùn ó tún ṣe wọnú Tom Jones ló ní everybody máa rìn bó ṣe hùn ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú àwọn bèèrè pé kí ni Tinubu fẹ́ ṣe fún kí ni Peter Obi fẹ́ ṣe fún wa ìgbà tí Buhari Ọlọ́run bí ọrùn àgùnfọ́ tó fẹ́ wọlé ó ní màálù ẹ̀yọ kan lòun ní Peter Obi.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. We're going to have an interpretation on that one later on. But meanwhile, let me put this on screen so that you guys can see that one. Rufai Oseni posted this. If you look properly, you see Oshomole and all of them there and Wole Soyinka right there on the protest. You know, this was against Jonathan at that time. Today, a certain political party doesn't like to be criticized, despite the failures around. As we all have selective amnesia, let's remind all the supporters of the party once display mock coffin of a city president Jonathan, but Jonathan didn't complain for the record. So there are more right up there, but we couldn't put it on, you know. So see, and then they carry coffee of Jonathan, they go. Jonathan, a city president, you know, say me they go arrest anybody. But guess what? As we they speak, so the women will go protest, you know, for her name is Aisha, another 24 others who led the protest or hardship protest in Minna. They don't arrest them. So I'm going to start taking all of them right here. Guys, help us to press on the like button and let's do this together as I bring them on. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Please help us to press on the like button. It's very, very important. I'm going to put this on the screen right now so that we can take it together. Bear with me, my people. Hold on, guys. You know how it is whenever we're doing this. So just bear with me. Although I have lots of distraction on them, but I'll start taking them off right now. Lots of distraction. Just removing them and see what I can quickly present here. Okay, as you can see, Nigerian police arrest Aisha Jibrin, 24 others who led Minna protest over hardship, rising inflation under Tinubu's government. Tell me why anybody will arrest anybody that is protesting. In case you're not aware, before I continue with this article, what this satanic government or APC they are doing right now is to put fear on any prospective protesters. That's what they are doing right now, you know. So let's take this one quickly. The police spokesperson claimed that the protesters attacked the police with dangerous weapons such as stones, bottles, sticks, and cutlasses. Nigerian police have arrested Aisha Jibrin and 24 others who led Monday protests to lament hunger, hardship, and rising inflation in Minna, Niger State. So a reporter on Monday reported that hundreds of men, women, and youth in Minna, the Niger State capital, staged a protest against the hardship under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They had also lamented the hikes in the prices of gas, fuel, and in the country. But the Niger State Command Police Public Relations Officer DSPWA Abiodun, in a statement issued on Wednesday, said the protesters had been arrested for deliberately refusing to clear the road for public use. He stated that after much persuasion by the police, and that even though the deputy governor of Niger State, Yakubu Gaba, availed himself at the scene and addressed the group, the women choose to be violent. Okay, we'll leave it right there. You can read more on that because we have other stuff to present for you guys. But in case you're not aware, the reason for this, regardless of whatever these women did, tell me, all these kind of women, tell me this kind of violence where all these elderly women go give. Tell me, just tell me. Hi, God. We're in big trouble in our country, man. But meanwhile, let me move on. I guess I have another article for you guys here. Guys, as I'm doing my part, please help me to do your own part, and let's take it from here. You know, then we have another article here, because these protests have started gradually now. And what the government is trying to do, if I'm not mistaken, is to scare other prospective protesters that don't come out to not see what they do to that women, not come out to Abi Mohammed, they arrest you, you know, breaking. Protest against Tinubu government spread to Kogi State as traders decry high cost of food items. Another protest, I don't know how many way they go arrest for all this one tomorrow, but let's move on. Market women and men who protested in the street of Lokoja, the state capital, lamented the ever-increasing prices of essential commodities and how it affected patronage of their businesses. The Nigeria in more states, I'll just leave that one there, man. Let me leave that one there. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. This is just crazy. Let me see if I have another one for you guys. Just bear with me because I try to pile them up. Yes, we have another one here. Quickly, I'm just trying to do my part, and so we can take it from here. So let me put this on screen. I'm just trying to remove the distractions from here. Okay, yes, we're almost there. 3, 2, there you go. All right, as you can see right there, bag of rice jumped to 65,000 naira, flour to 50,000 naira, beans to 62,000 naira, gari to 40,000 naira, market survey. As you can see, it's terrible. That is it. A market survey conducted at Maraba Market, Nasarawa State by People's Gazette on Wednesday showed that prices of most food items have increased by almost 100% compared to what was obtainable last May. A bag of rice, a common staple food among Nigerians, now sell for 65,000 naira against 35,000 naira for which it sold last May. Because they are trying to do comparison with you since now May, now Tinubu enter. So make we let APC, satanic APC know, say we are aware, you know, we have the record. A bag of yellow gari which was sold for 25,000 naira, has jumped to 40,000 naira. While white gari now sell for 30,000 naira against 13,000 naira for which it sold last year. A bag of corn that sold for 19,000 naira last year, May, now sell for 60,000 naira. Jesus, from 19,000 naira. A bag of millet sold for 18,000 naira now sells for 55,000 naira. While flour for baking and pastries sells for 50,000 naira against 28,000 naira for which it sold last year, May. A long slate of Titus marker now sell for 105,000 naira against 78,000 naira for which it sold last year. A square carton of Titus sold for 38,000 naira the previous year now sells for 78,000 naira, while at 25 liter of palm oil formerly sold for 31,000 naira sells for 41,000 naira. They went on. This was a very, concentrated survey to make Nigerians, not just Nigerians, the world to know what Nigerians are currently facing. So they went on with figures right there. All were just figures and figures and figures. It's very long, but I'm going to leave it right there for you guys to know what our fellow Nigerians are facing right now. But meanwhile, let me see if I have more for you. Bear with me because I think we're going to be done in the next 5 minutes or so. But let's see if I have any here again. Okay, I think we are already... Okay, yes, I still have one more here quickly. Okay, you guys remember this army man, the army man that cried out that, he wanted to... He spent so much time in the bush and all that. He wanted to visit his family members, but he realized to go back home and visit his family is 35,000 naira. Coming back is 35,000 naira, which was 70,000 naira. And his salary is just 50,000 naira. As we speak, Nigerian army, they don't arrest him. He did prison, as we already talk so, for talking and for crying out. That is the man. When I remember Ranabi, yes, exclusive. Nigerian army lock up soldier any 50,000 naira who lamented inability to visit family over alarming 70,000 naira transport fare. Exactly, as I talk just now. The soldier had, in a trendy video, lamented how he spent 1 year in the bush in Borno and was given a pass to visit his family but could not go because of his 50,000 naira salary. A Nigerian soldier stationed in Maiduguri, Borno State, who expressed his frustration at being unable to visit his family due to the transport fare has been detained by the army military sources, told Sahara reporter. So we're just going to leave that one right there. There are more details to read in case you want to, some of you satanic individual want to come here later and argue it. Don't worry, we'll keep this article on archive so that we can bring it to tackle you. But I don't have the time to expatiate on that reading right now. But meanwhile, I guess we are done already. Yes, we are done already. I have another video here which I can't play. I'm not sure if YouTube will allow me to, but I'll just read. Katsina bandit who kidnapped 63 women on Friday while escorting new bride released video of them. They said, "We are going to marry off the bride again." So that they are talking on the video. There's a video here, but waiting the whole and all that, not free play them. And all the women with the kidnap, they are back, and the children join and all that. So they don't threaten Nigerian government now, say they want to marry them off and all that. I don't know. So it's just, I'm just tired of the country. Everything we are just, everything about the country is pathetic, man. Anyway, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for your time. Please press on the like button and let's start talking. So we are going to start talking right now. I'm going to call on the first person on the panel. I don't know if we'll have a call. Let me see. Okay, there's no call right now. I'll pick calls later on. So let me quickly call on the first person on the panel so that we'll take it from you. Okay, somebody's already calling in. Oh, Okay, law of God is my strength. Thank you very much, madam, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much. Nigeria was congrats to up Nigeria. But the tension was too much for me. It was very unbearable.
Yeah.
I'm just getting myself back. I'm just getting myself back up Nigeria. I pray that the final game will be able to win this cup and bring it back home. Thank you. Yeah, good afternoon, everywhere. Good evening, everyone on Nigeria Watch, the panel, the comment section. The last video article that you read. You know, when I saw that man came outside that day, I knew that he was going to be arrested. And I remember yesterday, before we left the platform, Sister Madam Luke was talking about that other lady that they said we should not talk about her again. Because a friend of mine that works in that place in Abuja, you know, let me say allegedly, she's been locked up inside that place also because of she came out to talk against the police. So what I just want to see, I just want to say, I see all these women coming outside and crying that they are hungry. They are hungry, something is happening to them. The other lady, I saw her last year when she was dancing for Tulumbu, that Yoruba, Toba vote for Tulumbu, is causing the Yoruba people that refuse to vote for Tulumbu. But she's coming out now crying that she's hungry. I don't want to swear, I don't want to say anything. They are the people who have caused us all what we are going through. Nigeria is in a deadly state of emergency. We are in a deadly emergency. You know, when they say emergency, Nigeria has overpassed emergency. If it's under country, but now Nigeria will be shut down. Because look at what is happening to people. Look at you, people are coming out to protest for their rights. Women, men, you are locking them up. So how will Nigeria come out and talk of what is wrong with them? People are hungry. You are pushing blame to Jonathan. I remember our principal, when he was contesting, he said, don't come in and start to complain that, oh, you made the other people that went, the other government that went, they didn't do anything right. You have now entered, you have now shifted it from Buhari down to Jonathan. All of you with Penny Falano, all of them protested against Jonathan. They carry coffins and bring Bishop Jonathan outside, saying that the petrol money is gone up and everything. Dollars was very small. Dollars was very up to 100,000 naira. And now all of you are coming out to complain and to keep play. Nigeria, you people, no, don't be afraid, oh. Do you know what they are trying to do to you people? They want you people to be afraid. They want you people to panic. So that's why they're going to arrest women who come out for hunger, women who come out for their children that is suffering. They have done it again. What they did in NSAS. They did what they did there. They started doing it again to bring fear. Nigeria, don't be afraid. It's your right to come out when you are not happy. The only way you can show your frustration is to protest. If you do not protest, you have no other rights. Don't be afraid of them. The way Nigeria is now, they should close Nigeria. The government should close their office because they are not even doing anything for the country. The country is going down the drain every day, and they are coming out trying to shift blame instead of them to look for solution of how they will help Nigerians to come out of hunger. But for me, I will say this before I go. That woman that they say they should not talk about, the one that they have locked up in where they lock her, I will pray. Nigeria is saying that we are saying nothing to happen to her. And I want to say this again. All of you who better to a miracle and you are coming out to cry, you have not seen Shaggy. You are going to see Chege Banza. It has just started. Nigerians, don't be afraid. Stand up and fight for your country. Up Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me pick this call quickly. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. F.A., for calling in. Mr. Efe, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Nigeria wash, as I did talk to you, so although our country is all that mess, Nigeria is all that mess now. I'm happy. You know why I'm so excited now? Because you said it the other day in live on live video. Yeah, you said that Nigeria will win this cup. Yes. Wait till you talk, don't they happen, my brother? I'm so very excited this evening. If you enter my belly, oh, the kind of musician where they play for inside my belly like this, and you know, understand. I'm not lying to you. I'm so very excited. So, my brother, let me go straight to the point. You see what they happen for Nigeria today? Made that they oppress. Guess what? I did work this morning. Italian people, they ask me, not be one, not be two, not be three, almost about 6 of them. So what did they happen for Nigeria? Because of share so. They go, person go interpret what I want to talk now. They say, because of share so Nigeria. Nigeria, to Africa, giant to Africa. They say we be giant of Africa, what did they happen? Made that they oppress people. Made that they oppress. The thing now, it don't pass, be careful. How many people they want to arrest? How many? You understand me? So the leader we don't know the right thing to do. Now what he go get, what he go to get that be this so. You understand, so my brother. So that military man where they arrest, they all arrest her because it's just like a disgrace to them. They are just disgracing themselves. How can you arrest person that just okay? You know, it's like you don't have right to talk. You don't have the man don't have right to say as a waiting they pass through. Can you imagine, sir? So they cannot do the waiting they want to do. Now that they do so. You understand me? So so that man, the people they come out, people like the whole world now don't see her. Even me personally, I'm ashamed of myself. What did they happen for Nigeria? You understand? My brother, now you be.
Thank you.
You said one thing just now, say me. And I want to say one thing. My brother, there's a day, is it not day before yesterday? Someone say Nigeria will just take break. Our people used to make parable for Benin. Where I'm from. They say, I want to talk for English. They say, person when if you dey buy evil person, if that evil person never go down, you not go sleep. Evil person they sleep. The right person not they sleep. The good people not they sleep. My brother, I beg as far you get better supporter, you get better follower. No, there's no time you will take break. We are with you. I'm ready to spend my last couple for you. I no fucking care, bro. You understand? Our country is messed up. Nigeria is messed up, bro. No time to sleep this time. No break. I not take break. You understand, bro?
Thank you, my
May
brother.
God bless you. You don't make history.
Thank
Forget. I mean they tell you so. I know where they receive for your matter. God bless you.
God bless you, my dear brother. I appreciate you. Thank
Well
you so
done, bro.
much. Thank you. Yeah.
Well done.
Okay, let's quickly take this call here. Hello, can you hear me? Mr. Chimeze, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Niger Watch. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Everybody.
Please talk to us. Thank you, sir.
All right. Nigeria, every day, story. Well, it is what it is in Nigeria. Like when you are saying about things that in the high side, the food and all those stuff. The thing I understand in Nigeria, see, even if things get better, the prices of food will never come down. That's the problem. It can easily go up, but it can't go down immediately. Even transport, everything we see on the high side. So the problem, the government don't want to create something that when things go up, it will come down, but it will remain up. The people will be suffering it. The masses will be suffering it. When the fuel price, the food, it will never come down. The transportation, that's where everything lies. It won't come down because of the devious and the useless people we have in Nigeria, the government we have in Nigeria. The Falana, on the Falana side, he did what they did. Now he can never come out and speak. Why is not speaking? Why I think he's an activist lawyer. Why not come out and say, hey, what you did, what you are doing to these women is wrong? He won't come out and say it because they know what they did how many years ago? 4 years ago, sorry, 12 years ago. When they came out on the other, did what they did. Falana won't come out and condemn what is going on. They had once the so-called, in fact, I will say him, he's among the elites in Yoruba side. I will never come out. Look at their sisters. How many Igbo people have already come out on social media crying? Unless the Yorubas, they are the one crying. They are dying. They are hungry. But he will never come out and speak. It's the people is crying for food and crying for help. People know how to get everything, even in a tough time. They will pass through even if any kind of stuff, they will pass it. It's hard time. All those people, Yinka, let them come out and say, hey, Mr. Man, you are not doing right enough for this your government. They are not doing good. They are not doing well. They are not helping people. People are dying. Come on, man. Hey, Nigeria win, but I'm not going there. There's nothing to celebrate for me. Anybody can celebrate for me. I don't celebrate. I don't even watch the game. I don't watch it.
All right,
because
thank you.
People are there hungry. Yeah, thank you, Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, let me pick this call quickly. Okay, Madam Origin on the phone. Thank you very much, Madam Origin. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, ma. Please talk to us.
All right, let me.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello, my people. The people I always say, I don't come out here for everybody. I have the few I come out here for, all well-meaning Nigerians, the youth of Nigeria, the few, the brave, the faithful, the ones that are going to get the people out of this quagmire. You know, there was a day sorry, today, Mr. Niger Watch, I'm so sorry. Something is kind of upsetting me. Something, Nigeria. I agree to Mr. Niger Watch, God bless you. I'm sorry for my manners if I didn't come out beginning.
Thank you.
I greet everyone. I greet all my people. I greet to Mr. Niger Watch. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your bravery, for your courage, for your character. Thank you for your energy, consistency. God bless you. I greet the mother that gave birth to you. Thank you, ma. Thank you for giving us this son of yours. Appreciate you. God bless you. There was a day I gave us, because sometimes I like to make sense, try to put words together to help me so that I don't curse or say things I'm not supposed to, as this noble platform have us disciplined. I like that. So I said, beware of a man. Now I'm going to put the word beware of a cartel who have capacity to manipulate both your strength and your weaknesses equally to hurt you or to bring you down. I am speaking to the youth of Nigeria, the brave, the ones that will get us out of this quagmire. It is what it is. It is so bad. I was sitting here, just part of why I'm angry is, look at these women. As you're looking at the screen, look at these women. It could have been me. Because I'm here screaming, shouting, talking about the ill and the evil of a criminal cartel that has arrested and has put 200 million people. I don't care where you are, whether you're in diaspora or you are sending $100 or £100 to your people. At the end of the day, what you're sending to them is like £20 or $20, because whatever they're going to use it to buy, it's just within few days it's gone. So you are in this also. Whether you stick your head in the sand and pretend that this is going to go away. We all know this taking long. It's like we were all sleeping. A few people are awake. And I hope if you're awake, you don't go back to sleep. You don't go back pretending. Because like I said, the people that are holding the neck of the people, the indigenous people of Nigeria, the people holding a neck, they know our weaknesses, they know our strengths, and they are using both. I bring this to these women, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, so with these women, who is going to bring them out? Who is going to say, please bring these poor women out? Who is speaking for Nnamdi Kanu? Because I don't want to say too much. Those people that call themselves Ohaneze, the ones that have eaten the money and are ready to sell their people, are still they are keeping mute. I asked the question the other day. I said, where is the president, the man that is what is that their name? They whatever that threatened the whole nation and say if he is not, their president is not released, they're going to do something. And I know because they have not done anything is because that man has been released. Why is Shaware still held? Why are the well-meaning, the people that are outspoken that said evil is breeding in this land, why are they being held, maimed, died? Now, let me tell you, somebody went out to protest in Niger State. Women, they were arrested. A few more are arrested. Now, these ones, I hold my mouth because I wanted to address these River State women. I wish Madam Rita is here to call them. I don't want to call them what they are, but to say the least, they are useless. They are a disgrace to womanhood. To come and address what? And by the way, let me just say it. All the people, the person that raised that question about prostate issues and how it causes, how when men don't do whatever they're doing, or 20 times or whatever, will get a large prostate or cancer. I asked them, have you researched? So what is going on with the Reverend Fathers and the monks? We want to, I want to challenge them. They have better tell us the percentage of the Reverend Fathers, or is there something else we don't know? So this evil that has behoved humanity, that call themselves, the elites. They want to brainwash everybody to believe nonsense when they are doing their criminality and their evil. What is wrong with a nation that is so rich, that has the capacity to feed everyone and everyone becomes comfortable, that has the capacity to train and make these are naturally intelligent human beings that live in the West African country called Nigeria. Intelligent people, opinionated. What they come to tell us, they you know, some people call it word salad, some people call them intellectual food. I say what they have been doing is they feed the people, and people are brainwashed, believing all the nonsense and crabs they're using to make people feel less of who they are.
Okay.
Mr. Niger, which I'm going to be rambling the next, so let me just cut it there. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right. Let me go back to the panel right now. More calls, man. Mr. Chris, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Anjawosh. Good evening, everybody in the panel, and everybody listening to us all over the world. Thank you all for being part of this move to save Nigeria from the shackles of these destructive tendencies. Mr. Anjawosh, my name is Chris. I'm calling from Dublin. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity again to contribute. I think here, congratulations to Nigerians for the well-deserved defeat against the Antelopes of South Africa. And Nigeria, I listened to your presentation, you know, about how the protest, how they orchestrated those protests against Jonathan those days. I think that was part of the summary of what Madam Luke was trying to say. Because in all honesty, if we really have to be honest with ourselves, those protests, they were orchestrated by one section of the country. They are the people responsible for that. And we all have to remember, because it is time to recall everything, the way they threw us to this country and the way they threw us to this situation we are now. Because if they want to put the blame back to Jonathan, then we have to remind all of them what really happened then. Because I remember clearly then, every single policy Jonathan wanted to do, it was this same APC that stood against Jonathan to the extent we have to remind Nigerians that the money that Jonathan asked them to save in the SS crude reserve account, it was APC government led by Adams Oshomole and Rotimi Amechi. They took Jonathan to court and they dragged him to the extent that the man succumbed to their pressure, and he brought out that money for these APC people to share. These were the same APC people that did that against the sitting president. And Nigeria, sorry, when you were naming the people that stood against Jonathan, you forgot to add Wole Soyinka, who called the wife of the president, a sitting president, Hippopotamus. That was the extent they went then to humiliate Jonathan. And apart from that, our darling Showore was also part of the whole thing. Because when Buhari came to power then, Showore and the rest of them, they were all celebrating. They were part of the whole force that drove that innocent man out of power. So the point now is that they cannot leave what they have done for the past 11 years now. For the past 10 years now, they want to go and blame Jonathan for it again. It is the style, it is their style. They don't like opposition. Because even when, what was his name? Two-Face wanted to organize a nationwide protest against Buhari then. Two-Face wanted to organize that protest. But before you know, DSS, they visited him, they took him to Lagos, blah, blah, blah. And it's also this section of the country that made sure that that protest didn't hold, all in the name to save the APC and the Buhari's government. They were the one that defended Buhari all through, all for the sake, all for the arrangement that if Buhari finished, he was going to hand over to Tinubu. So I think Nigerians should wake up. We should resist this new level of propaganda that they want to start, because they just want to tell us that Nigeria does not belong to everybody. How can you leave the destruction that has taken place for the past 10 years. You want to go and blame it on Jonathan again after everything? And to the question you asked from the beginning, sorry, let me just quickly round up. The question you asked from the beginning, fuel, when Jonathan raised fuel price from 60 naira to 105 naira, the whole of the APC, they humiliated this man to the extent he reduced the price again. And the official rate to the dollar was just 285 to the dollar then. That was the worst that we ever experienced. So, Mr. Njawot, I think I have to hang up here. Thank you very much.
And now, thank you very much, sir, for the information. Now they are blaming Jonathan administration. You know, over 1,400 naira or 500 naira for a dollar. Thank you, Mr. Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, guys. Please let me come back to you guys, call us again. Please bear with us. Madam Luke, thank you very much, ma'am, for your patience. I would like you to talk to us. Good evening to you once again.
Hello. Good evening from over here. How are you doing, Mr. Najawatch?
Yeah, apart from we won the match, I'm very good. But if we look at the Nigeria side, I'm not good.
Okay. We will take what we can get. Hello, my wonderful Najawatch family, Mommy Diaspora, Tuale. The members of the panel, commentators, callers, viewers at large. It's another good day. Even though our hearts remain heavy every day with whatever is coming out of Nigeria. We just have to take the good, the bad, the ugly right now. You know, I'm always going to go to regional politics. And I just posted another article. And it says, I know, so you know, my Sanusi is always my go-to man. And I quote, one marvels at the never-ending cycle which sees southern politicians play into the hands of the northern counterparts. For a people who take pride in the depth of their Western education and who have expressed contempt for the backwardness and illiteracy of their northern brothers, southern politicians have presented to the world the ever-present proof that book knowledge and intelligence are not necessarily correlated. Unquote. Let me let that sink in. We Southerners, we always say we are too educated. And we get open eye. Yet, at the end of the day, who calls the shot in that country? Like I said, if you don't read history, and the mistakes that we have committed in the past, it will continue to happen. It will continue to happen. Here we have people protesting in the north, and getting locked up. And what are our southern women doing? They carry their wrapper and their what have you to the streets to lament of not being serviced. I don't even know how anybody, I don't know if anybody is like me, I don't know. Because I don't do drugs and I don't do any kind of substance. Even alcohol itself is difficult. If anybody can, as a man, if you can get it up in this day and age under Tinubu's government, I give you a hand. A woman, as a woman, you haven't dried up as a prune and you are rendered dysfunctional. Something is wrong with you. So of all the things that are going on in this country, it's knacking 21 times a month. That is the issue of southern Nigeria. But, like I said, there's something wrong with us. There is something wrong with us. Our priorities are completely jacked up. All it takes is to bring something like that and everybody goes agog. And I'm forgetting that we're in mourning. Even my body has totally shut down. And people are talking about what? Yes, life must go on, but at a time, you need to put things in perspective. There's something called self-sacrifice. Some pleasures you have to give up. And I keep going back to the Vietnam War. These are people, when they fought for 20 years, they were sacrificing their babies. Pregnant women. were coming out to defend their countries. They didn't care if they lost their lives or not. And today, look at where they are. People who got common sense. Like Call Waves TV said, all the protests coming up now, they're all fake. You know why? If they had mustered the same courage they did during that June 12th annulment, we will not be where we are today. But as long as they swore that, you know what, who claims to be the president of Nigeria in, anarchy has reigned in and will never leave our midst. Of what use are the protests? They are not coordinated. Like I said, look at what the southern protesters are doing. If you can see southerners protest, then you are lucky. Everything is coming from the north, and everybody is watching them. There is nothing coordinated about our protests. How many people can they lock up? In fact, as they're protesting, people should be storming the cells and releasing all the criminals. Yes, I said it. Because the main criminals in that country are roaming free. I like what Obi said. He said brain drain equals brain gain. Under what circumstance? Only if he won the elections. Only if he won the elections. And now they're telling us that the people who are paying money to go for spending their for their education outside the country, and those going on medical tourism, are responsible for racking up $51 billion debt or expenditure. Where are the schools to go to here in Nigeria? Where are the hospitals to go to here in Nigeria? And of course, the only people who can afford it are those who have the power to siphon money and those who manage to struggle. I know I have nieces in the UK that I'm practically scraping my butt off to make sure they have an education because they cannot go to school in Nigeria. The ones we can save, we are trying to save. So at least their lives will not be useless. So that they don't have to spend foreign exchange. Now that is what I call good investments. I'm not going to give anybody money to pay their rent or do what. No, I will invest in a child's education. That is the only thing I spend my money on. So you see, we lost that opportunity. And now they are imprisoning those who come out to even say as much as give me my rights. And we are going through the same thing over again because fear, like they said, like Mr. Naja what said, they have tried to put fear into the people of protest. Protesting is not a crime. These women did not carry guns. But when it comes to the real criminals in society, the police and the military are nowhere to be found. Even the DSS, they are nowhere to be found. Look at women in Rapa, and I will bet you they have been released. The other one is just Photoshop because by the time those men come out and carry cutlass and go and meet those policemen, they will release those women by force. All these ones are just photo op. But try that in the South. So Cardoso has said what he has to say, and shifting the blame to Jonathan. And to some extent, I blame him. I wish it was Wike that was there. That's one time I wish Wike and Jonathan were reversed. So that we need a rugged, see, I don't know somebody who is a rugged southerner. With the skin of IBB to take look at what Burkina Faso is doing. They now developed their own gold mine, mining. Every equipment they are doing in Burkina Faso was made in Burkina Faso. Turning the country around. Tomorrow, if someone like Alex Otti comes and vies for president, will anybody blame him? But guess what? Those powers that be will still truncate it. Because nothing good is meant for Nigeria because of those regional bigots. And you know who they are. They are Rewa Oduduwa a partnership. When they finish now, they will hand over to the North. When the North finishes, this is the game they play. And then the little ones that Jonathan that they managed to push in there, you will just be a figurehead. And if you serve one term, you are lucky. Yes, there's no food shortage. If you go away all over the markets, there's food, but who can afford that food? And you're talking about the lamentations of Agbado women. Listen, you know what? There is nothing like allowing illiterates to. You see, just not everybody should be given PVCs. If you are illiterate, you should not have a PVC. If I was to make a law for that, illiterates should not carry PVC because those are the ones that sell their money, sell their lives for 5 kobo. Apart from the area boys, the Agberos, the bribe, the touts, the glorified touts. But if you don't have these local touts to bribe, look at these ones. Are these the kind of people that do they even know how to use a PVC? Our electoral process is just messed up. Where the illiteracy rate is so high, what right do you have to vote? Yes, illiterates should not vote because you don't know your rights. And you can be bought for 30 shillings. So you see, I'm sorry for that man that got arrested or detained, like, what's her name? Ruth Ogunleye. But that's what we see. The military and the police, they can only prey on the innocent citizens, the downtrodden. And like I said, history is repeating itself because the rights of the people will never matter and your right to vote will never count. So going to the polls and voting for the mandate you want will remain a mirage. The Katsina remarriage, all that one like Bajwe. Then go kidnap, then go kidnap, then go. You see, this whole thing has now become a big old. We don't even know what is true and what is not true anymore. You know how you hear something over and over again, it loses relevance, and you become insensitized or desensitized. That is the point I'm getting to. How do we move up from point A to B? What do we do? And that is where I got stuck. How do we get back our mandate? How do we make Nigeria work again? That is where I always get stuck. And that's why I come here in search for answers. So if anybody knows, please let us know and how we can go about it. Thank you.
All right, Madam Luke, thank you very much for that submission. To be honest, I don't want to comment on those ladies at all. With this situation we find ourselves now, since a group of ladies coming out to complain over such things, I'm just speechless. I don't really want to talk on it.
They are your southern ladies, oh.
It's really surprising. But meanwhile, let me go to the next person. Oga F. Emmanuel, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Please, I would like you to talk to us.
My brother, why have I that forsaken me? How are you, sir? Congratulations, first of all, for this.
To you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, for Super Eagles. You know, I'm just having a kind of mixed feeling because of so many things that borders down to our country. You know, we should be jubilating with this milestone, you know, but then our women that try to exercise their constitutional right, you know, to protest against what the government is doing, have been locked up. You know, I don't think that is fair. For me, I would say Aisha Jibrin and the other 24 others, if they should have their way, they should sue the federal government for, you know, arresting them against their, you know, when at the point of exercising their constitutional right, they didn't go, there was no harm. You know, they are just, you know, exercising what they are supposed to do as citizens of Nigeria. You know, so for me, the arrest they did it just to put fear. It's just a deterrent to, you know, to other states around. You know, that's just the strategy that the government are using, as long as I'm concerned. You know, but if you ask me, other states should use this opportunity to fight, because usually when women come out like this, is something that, like in my what's it called, in a community, or maybe in my native way, if a woman comes out protesting, that means a serious matter. But if it is men, you can say, okay, it's usual way, it's men now, but wait, this is women, so because women are nation builders. So at this point, if you ask me, the Western women, the Southern women, please, I beseech you, by the mercies of God, please come out in drones if you can. The pace has been set for you guys to follow suit. Come out and say the truth and speak to the power that be. Please don't chicken out, because they have arrested this Minna woman. This is a time for other states to follow suit, and let us make the government know that really this is a serious business. So that is for that. And for other lady that was speaking Agbado language. Well, the truth is, they all know the truth, but because of ethnic tribal sentiment that has blindfolded them, they wouldn't want to say the truth. But the truth is that hunger does not know all those things. Hunger does not know tribe. Jungle don't mature at this point. It's clearer than the according to Bible, says visible to the blind and audible to the deaf. So at this point, nobody will tell you how market. You have done it. You have canvassed for this man to be in power, and now he's there. Now he has delivered to you what you have voted for, what you have canvassed for. So he has given it to you according to how you want it. So stop complaining. That's for that local woman. Madam Luke says something very important about when in Nigeria, come up and all this nonsense end. Well, for me, I will borrow my lead from what Dati Ahmed said. The last word he said in one of his interviews. He said, Nigerians, whenever you are ready to take back your country is there for grab. So, if we are doing it haphazardly, we're not going to achieve anything. If we are doing it in unity, I guarantee you we will succeed. But as long as one side of the country is, doing it, one side is doing it haphazardly, it's not going to yield any success at all. But if everyone across the 36 states possibly storm that Aso Rock, we die here, we'll die here, I think that will make a positive mark. That is my suggestion. So, Madam Luke, thank you for your wonderful suggestion. But the answer, I derive my answer from what Dati Ahmed said. When we are ready, Nigeria is ready for the grab. But we are not ready yet. So
will they ever be ready?
Well, you can see a little readiness from this few, but unfortunately, they've been deterred by, threatened by arresting them. So it's a strategy, so that when other people see, other state or other women that want to follow suit see, I don't want to go prison, or I don't want anybody to arrest me. What about my children? What about my husband? People have different reasons not to even show up on this kind of situation. So that is it. So that interest is the only thing that will deter a lot of people not to show up. Not as if they are not suffering. It's like suffering and dying quietly. So that is it. So those few ones that came out and they've been gagged by being arrested, well, others say, I beg, I don't want to die. My pikin is still this small. My this thing, who get money to go and all those kind of thinking is enough to prevent others to also follow suit. Anyway, that is for that. Then the truth is, there is something that you said in your statement. Most of our problem in Nigeria is regionalism. Because if you look at it critically, the Western end, they are also one of our major issues, which is the Agbadorian. Because the truth is, if you look at what the Igbos suffered in Lagos, especially during that election time, that should tell you something. That should communicate something to you. That should really, really communicate something to us that Nigerians, we are not one. If there is a way there should be regional government, that would have been better. Let the center, the power that be in the center be reduced, be shrinked. Then each region, go and develop your region accordingly. You can do little remittance to the center. Little remittance just to answer that one Nigeria. But by economy, each region should develop their region. I think that will cover these excesses. North, you have something to produce. South, you have something to produce. West, you have something to offer. East, you have something to offer. So just share yourself in that four. Then a little, just to, if we must keep this Nigeria going, if we must answer one Nigeria, that is what I feel is the best. Otherwise, we'll keep going round the circle, round the circle, round the circle. And I hope tomorrow, next tomorrow, future of our children will be blink. God forbid. Thank you, Mr. Ivix. Let me hold on there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Oga F. Emmanuel. God bless you. Thanks for joining us today. Okay, let me move on to the next person. Oga Fosa, thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Oduwari, please talk to us, sir. Okay, you're not there. I'll move on to the next person. Mr. Mashallah, please talk to us, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Nigerian. Good evening, Naija Watch. I greet my colleagues on the panel. And I will say congratulations to Nigerian youth and the real Nigerians that believe in Peter Obi. Because watching that football match, I prayed so well that the demon that follows APC doesn't show up in that field. And God answered our prayer by us winning. And I have to say, Nigeria is going to win this Nations Cup for those being pied in Nigeria, those being oppressed in Nigeria, and not for the elite. So I don't expect the elite to jollificate when we win. We don't want to see their face because they are ashamed. Bat is back with his baggage and doesn't have any answers. Looking at him, he's looking fresh. He has gone for refreshment. He's back. And as usual, APC will continue to blame their own government that took over government from Jonathan 8 years ago. Under Jonathan's government, people were happy. The atmosphere was still good. People could go to market and buy things without complaining, despite we know that the government was not that good. But the behavior of APC, gagging and lying and cooking up stories against a government that would have saved us a very long way by now, they got him out and brought in Buhari. He had brought in Buhari. Buhari met a good economy, which he could just he could have turned that economy in a better state than he left it. But instead, he decided to rubbish it and damaged it and left carcass for Bat, and Bat is now complaining. You were going for this election, you knew that you knew everything. Why didn't you tell us what you wanted to do? You were telling us you do not want to bring out your secrets. Now you are there. Bring out the secret that you have in your archive. Now you can't perform. Leave government, you say no. You are giving us excuses. You don't run for presidency and start giving us excuses. Obi didn't tell us this. Obi said it initially. And if I can remember when Bat was campaigning, Tinubu was campaigning, in one of those videos, I heard him say they will reduce the purchasing power of Nigerians. Are we not seeing the evidence? The man said it. People were smiling. Battle, Tinubu Lokon, our Lokon. He opened his mouth. I don't save videos, but Mr. Elvis, if you can search your archive during his election, one of those campaigns, he said he's going to reduce Nigerian purchasing power. And what are we not seeing? People can't go to the market to buy things. Everybody's crying in the market. It's a pity. The CBN governor is just another person. I would just say he doesn't know what he's even doing there. He's just a confused person. And if you can't do it, there's nothing wrong in just trying to call somebody that can help you out to assist you instead of trying to give blames. You can't be giving blames. People are going to school. Haven't they been going to school since? People have been traveling, going to study abroad. People have been traveling, going for medical checkup. So they are not the reasons why Nigerian Naira is falling. Can you just imagine yourself? You're not talking about those companies that have left Nigeria. You're not talking about power situation of Nigeria, that we don't have power. It's a pity that we have a CBN governor that does not know what he's doing. We have a cabinet that is so confused, and all they know is to borrow, because the former government taught them how to borrow, and they are continuing borrowing. They don't have to save. The painful part now is women have come out to protest of their livelihood. They are not so. They're just managing to survive before you buy them. They came out to speak. Nigerian police, I don't seem to understand it. Did you swear allegiance to the Nigerian politicians or to Nigerians? Do you have your own special market that you go to buy things? Do your children go to a special school that you don't think when you do some of these things, and it's not as if you don't know what they are doing is wrong, but you do it because a politician says, go and arrest them? Does it really make any sense? If tomorrow the full country is in a serious riot now, are you going to put everybody in your cell? Have you thought of it, Nigerian police? And how many can your boys hold if the mayhem that you are looking for starts? You have access to tell your employer the people are not happy. People have refused to go into crime. You are pushing them. I watched a video, a man crying. If he's not an honest person, the next thing you have to think of doing is going into crime, because he can't survive. It is not fair. Coming back to our women in Port Harcourt, I can't blame them too. Madam, look, I can't blame those ladies, those women. It's not their fault. There's nothing as frustrating as when your husband is not coming. They are not saying the truth. It's not bad. It's not the issue of not having sex or nothing. It's the fact that the husbands don't come back. A man has gone out to work. He can't come back with money, and you think he will be happy to go back home to meet a wife that will be nagging. That's the major issue. That's the major issue. The women in Port Harcourt are just complaining. They don't need to complain. A man has gone and doesn't have money. The best place is to go to his side chick and rest his head than going to a nagging wife when there's no money. There's no money, and the women too are so lazy. I think that's the reason why it's just an excuse to just say our husband are not coming back to the house. It is that bad. People are suffering. There are no jobs for anybody. And if you have money to buy anything, you can't afford it. And it's not as if the market women too are happy. It only surprises me that they are not the one who protesting. Market women should be the one protesting now because you are buying goods, but the way you sell is not the way you are selling now. And you're not coming out to complain that you don't have people patronizing you. It's painful. It is very, very painful. And every day, dollar keeps rising. It has risen up to a point that it's not more even going down. There's no sign of it going down again. And there's no hope. And your president does not have answers to our problem. I will keep saying it. These women have been brave enough to come out to protest. Nigerians in the south, Nigerian youths, it is time to come out. I can understand maybe you are still getting dollar and pounds from wherever you're getting it from, people that are selling to you, and those ones doing internet fraud, those doing internet business, are still one enjoying. Just imagine they cut off internet. I will not see where you make money because Nigerian youths in the south, they have devised other ways of making money. But that's not life. You are not living. If you are making so much money, I think you are happy. It is time to take back your country. This government is not ready to fix the country for us, and they don't have any plans for you. So it is time to take back your country. I'm giving you between now and June to do something to your life. We living abroad are happy. We are okay. We have 24 hours light. There's none. All we just need to work. If you don't work here, you don't get money. And we have work to do. We make money and we are happy. It is left for you to take your life back because the government in question don't care. Nigeria Watch, let me step aside at this point. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, guys, before I call on the other person, I'll let you guys to know that Nigeria will be meeting Ivory Coast in the final on Sunday. So Ivory Coast just won with 1-0. So yeah, final is going to be a big match, a big match. So you should look forward to that. But meanwhile, let me pick calls. Thank you very much, madam, for calling in. Florence Amarige. Thank you. It's good to hear from you. It's been a while. Good evening to you, man. Let's talk to us.
Good evening, everybody. It's good to talk to you. You know, I may not call or join the comment section. I'm here watching all the time. I always watch, you know. But this is what I have to say, bottom line. You know, President Tinubu, oh geez, he is such. I'm so ashamed. I'm ashamed for him and his followers. This is a guy that came saying in Milocom. He said that he's ready to hit the ground running from day one. That was what he said. And guess what he did from day one? He messed everything up. He shit for church. Can you imagine that? On day one, this man, it's like the devil from the pit of hell sent him to us. I'm telling you, that's the only thing. You know, even though I supported Obi, but you know, somewhere at the back of my mind, I'm like, well, you know, Tinubu, he has experience, you know, he won't be that bad, even though he's corrupt, you know, in a way. I kind of like, yeah, he will try. At least he'll try, he'll be better than Buhari. I didn't know that he was.
You thought he would be better than Buhari.
That's what I thought. I'm like, at least. But I have to say, I'm so sorry. And I know a lot of people won't agree with me. What's going on in Nigeria is it's not just physical anymore. It's more than, it's a spiritual stronghold. This is a spiritual stronghold.
It's very physical, madam. It's not spiritual at all. It's physical. It's not spiritual.
Oh my God. That's the only reason why the things that are happening would be happening. It's too much. Okay, well, all right. But that's my personal opinion, but that's okay. But let me tell you. And then the first day, I don't know if he had a memory loss, whatever it was, because the writers who wrote the speech came out later to say, when he said that subsidy is gone, he wasn't supposed to be a part of it. He said it. That was something he put there. And then from there, everything spiraled downwards. And I don't know if we can ever recover from that because it was too much happening at the same time. Now, to the spokesman that came on channels, and I was saying, well, after all, Obi and Atiku also said that subsidy had to go. Well, yeah, they did. But they didn't say it had to go the way it did without putting machineries in. I thought he said he was ready to fix the country. I thought he said that he didn't get Lagos. I was born and raised in Lagos. I lived in Lagos until I was 24 before I came to America. Okay? And we had trains running. I went to primary school, everything in Lagos, right there. So when they were saying that Naim built Lagos, I'm like, for goodness sake, how can they attribute Lagos to Tinubu anyway? But I was like, okay, well, let's see what he does. And he messed everything up. They ought to be ashamed. That spokesman shouldn't even say anything. He should keep his mouth shut. He should be ashamed. He should be putting his head down and not coming to try and justify, well, Atiku and Obi also said that subsidy had to go. Is this okay? He said he was going to hit the ground running, right? Well, he hit the ground, crashing the economy, crashing everything. Look, that old man ought to resign, but I don't blame him because the people around him won't let him resign because they'll be telling him that everything is okay. That's what they'll be telling him. He'll say, don't worry, Baba, everybody's okay. Nigerians are happy. In fact, when he was at the Dumota the other day, coming back from the mosque, when they being power, I'm quite sure they told him that they are saying Baba, 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 because he probably can't comprehend what's going on. I'm telling you. He will say, look at everybody's just looking. They are looking, Kilo Shele, what's going on? Baba, am I worried? They are praying for you. You understand? They wouldn't tell him that people are shouting a big power. Never. He will never hear that. I don't know at this point in time. I do not know. It's sad. But I just have to say that. I just have to say this, that, I feel like our people, this is why I say spiritual, right? Look at the list that was displayed. I just took a screenshot of that and I sent it to my friend in Nigeria. And look at it, I say 80, and guess what? A bag of rice is going to even increase more. They say they are projecting that it's going to get to 150,000 naira. Okay, that's their projection. And I used to be a fish farmer. You know that, right? You know that over 50% of fish farmers have closed shop. And poultry farmers also, over 50%. In fact, a price of one single egg, now it's like 250 naira. So what does this mean? Listen, this now means, I remember, Mr. Naija Watch, if you remember 2 years ago or so, I was talking about global food scarcity. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. Because we already, and we know that this issue of inflation is worldwide, even here in the US. A pound of tomatoes now is about $2. That's outrageously expensive. We know that. But then we are seeing that our politicians are going about siphoning our money. Look at Better I Do now. You don't hear the story again. That's how we're going to, nothing will happen again. That's how they just keep, and until the people rise up and then say enough, come out on the streets, like they did during NSAS. And during the other one, the Jonathan's for whatever, which I was a part of. I went to New York to protest and all that. Until we come out and march like that again in unison, nothing is gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So, well, that's just my contribution. I'm telling you.
Thank you,
It's crazy. It's crazy, Mr. Naija Watch. It's crazy. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
I'm doing my part. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm doing my part. I know it's crazy and it's really, really crazy. But it's like everyone is dumbfounded right now. We are not sure what to do. We are talking, and that is the best me particularly can do. So if you're an other Nigerian, you're listening to me, you think that I should do more, please continue from where I stopped. The situation in our country is terrible, extremely terrible. But meanwhile, let me go to the panel. We still have 2 more to go. Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much, sir, for your time with us. Good evening to you. I'd like you to talk to us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, and greetings to everyone.
to all those that are on the panel and those that are listening today. I want to, I really want to talk on the main issue, but again, I don't want to dwell on the issue of the southern, northern politics of Nigeria for the fact that I don't want to fall into any diversionary trap of the southern, northern politics. I know the time to focus on that, the time to discuss that issue. And I believe that this is not the time, definitely. This is the time to focus entirely on the problems we are facing as a country and to prefer honest, informed, and sensible solutions. So, for me, today, I will start with solutions. Even before I dwell on the problems, even before I dwell on the errors, the unforced errors that this government continue to commit on a daily basis. Nobody is forcing them. It is on their own volition. They are making this mistake. It's an unforced errors that they continue to commit. 3 trillion naira was the last amount budgeted for subsidy. 3 trillion. And they said subsidy is gone. So where is the 3 trillion? Or let's even say half of that. Where is the 1.5 trillion today? So the solution one is this. Mr. Tinubu, come clean. Just come clean. CBN, that's the Central Bank of Nigeria, come clean. NNPC, come clean. All this dancing around you are doing is not going to cut it until Mr. Tinubu come clean. That means he will give the order. He will take the leadership mantle and come clean and order them. The CBN will come clean. Not minding which heads or heads we roll. You got to come clean. There is no semblance of hope for me. No semblance of hope of any kind. 87 trillion naira of debt, which I don't believe anyway. I don't believe the numbers. I just don't believe that numbers. But let's take their number. 87 trillion, counting, of debt. And what is sickening about the whole thing? What is sickening about the whole thing is the lie. This is a big lie. It's one big lie they are perpetrating. And we saw even everything presented today that we saw, all the interviews, and they came out, even they are so emboldened. They are still perpetrating this lie that everything they have done so far from May 29, they have put the right policies in place and that things will turn around in the next 1 year, 1.5 years. They are still perpetrating this big lie. I don't understand. I don't know where that lie is coming from. They continue to perpetrate this big lie. And people, I don't know. I expect the Nigerian media, I expect that they will not be carried away. They continue to perpetrate it. Subsidy is gone. Let's even take it that truly, subsidy is gone. Let's take it. Is it subsidy removal alone that will reduce unemployment, that will bring unemployment down in Nigeria, that will bring the prices of food down, that will stop Nigerians from running out of the country in droves? Is it subsidy alone? They continue to say this. that it is that everything they have done, that Nigeria will start seeing the turnaround in the coming days, or in the next 6 months, or in the next 1 year. That's what they are telling us. And they want us to believe that. Just as if we don't know. Just as if we don't know that to build something, let them tell Nigerians whether if you want to build roads, road will be built in 1 month. What policies are there now today that we can see in terms of infrastructure, that we can say that in 6 months' time, in 1 year from today, we'll start seeing those changes in the area of agriculture? What is the policy today that we will
Mr.
see?
Jonathan, all
Yes.
this solution that you're giving,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to ask, who is going to execute it? You mean
No, I'm
the
telling
same
them that.
satanic
No,
APC?
I'm saying what I'm saying is that they don't have any solution.
But
I
you are
only,
giving them solution what to do, right?
the solution that I gave them is to come clean. Just
Come
come
clean.
clean.
Who is going to come clean?
Then they are deceiving Nigerians.
That means you still have some level of trust for this satanic set of
No,
people.
no. I don't have any level of trust for them.
So
I'm
why do you
telling
expect
Nigerians.
this kind of people to come clean to you?
Niger Watch, let me help you here. Mr. Jonathan,
Yes.
a man that forged his certificate and carried drugs in Chicago is who you want to come clean with his Bajwe government. Okay, thank you.
The man that passed through the back door, through the window, what do you expect to do? To clean the house? It's unfortunately no.
A man that grab it and ran away with it, you want it to come true to you?
Mr. Jonathan, the man in question cannot arrest the previous government of money stolen. You expect
Did you hear the guy today, Monka? Did you listen to that interview? Not just only him alone, all of them in this government, in this deceptive government, they always have their story cut out for them. Is that what solutions do you have as an opposition? They still attack Peter Obi, telling him that he should come up with constructive ideas. These are issues. Tell it to them. They cannot do it. I know. I'm not naive. I'm not naive at all. I know that they cannot do it. They don't have the capacity to do it. But we must let them know that they cannot deceive Nigerians and go away with it. Because what they are doing simply is deceiving Nigerians. Just deceiving Nigerians. How long are you telling Nigerians that things will get better in a year from today? Which area? Which department? Is it electricity? Where is the investment that we see today, tangible, today, February 2024, that can put Nigerians at rest and say, yes, in 12 months' time, in 18 months' time, there will be reliable electricity? What policy is there today? What policy is there today that you and I can see that will give everyone rest, even though rice is 65,000 naira, 70,000 naira today, that can put us at rest and say, yes, by mid 2025, rice will now be 30,000. What policy is there today, you and I, that we can see that what investment have they made today, February 2024, that you and I can see and put us to rest, that workers in Nigeria will now be earning, that the value of their money, it will now give them more, that they will be earning 200,000, let's say minimum wage. What are the policies? There is none. So that's why what I'm telling them is that I'm only telling them that they are being deceptive, that we know their games. They have been playing these games for decades, that it is time, it is over. Everything they are doing now is just politics as usual, that it is over for them. Where is the revenue today in terms of policies without production of any kind that we tell you and I today that by 2025, Nigeria will have enough to invest and to fund education, to fund health care, to bring investment into electricity, to fund our universities. Tell me the investment today. Or do you do that in 1 month? Do you do these things in 2 months? See, this is the game they are playing. They are only setting themselves up for 8 years because they are already saying that the problem started from Jonathan. That in fact, they inherited problem from Buhari. So it will take them more than 4 years. What they are doing, they are already campaigning, they are setting themselves up for 8 years. They are telling Nigerians, preparing their minds that 2 years will not cut it, 3 years will not cut it, 4 years will not cut it for us, that these problems are too enormous. We will need a long period of time. That's what they are doing. And for me, that's just deception. They are deceiving the people. That's what I see here. And so that is what I'm bringing out. That, see, unless they come clean, I know that they can't come clean. The people he surrounded himself with alone will not make that happen. Unless you come clean. If you can't do that, then nothing. Here's a question for CBN governor that went to the National Assembly. If not deception. If the statistics that he gave, they are so misleading. And they know it, and they are lying. Mr. CBN governor, how many Nigerians that need dollars goes to CBN to source dollar? How many people will go to CBN to source dollar from that $29 billion that you mentioned? How many? To the finance minister, please come clean. Come and tell us how much as NNPC remitted to the Federation account just in the last 4 months alone. And they are telling us that things will be better in 6 months, in 1 year. We were just telling them that we already know their games. We already know that they are lying. That we already know that things will not get better.
Round up, sir.
So where will it come from? So I will end up by saying again, let them come clean. When they come clean, then we will know that they are serious. But for now, we know that things will not get better. I'm not a prophet of doom, but we know they can tell all the lies they want, lie to Nigeria, deceive Nigerians, but things will not get better. We know. That's just the fact that I want to lay. And I want to end by touching this arrest that we saw in Niger, the arrest of the protesters. This same police, this same government, this same army will now come out and want Nigerians to believe them. I cannot believe you. When you now come out, Nigerian police, with your press conferences, parading people that you have arrested, I can't believe you. You will now want to, get it down the throat of people. I can't believe you. Because arresting innocent women who are carrying out their civil, their constitutional, exercising their constitutional rights, and then you want me to believe you on the other side of it. I can't believe you. That is the problem that you have. And finally, let me end by saying this. This protest that is happening, in pockets of state, like in Niger State, in Kano State, that's what they want. When they see protests happening in one state, to them, to politicians, it is politics. It is the opposition. The only protest that will make them to start to pee on their pants and running scared away. Some of them will even run away from the country. It's protests that will be across board from all the states of the federation where they see protests. You see these protests in one state or two states, they see it as politics. They see it as opposition perpetrating it. And it is playing into their hands. And I stand by it, with everyone. When Nigerians are ready, they will take back their country. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan, for your submission. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Oga Concern, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, other panelists. I want to commend that Chris who called. Madam Luke, and the other guy who said some, who spoke. I want to commend them. And also want to thank you all that you are doing. And I'm happy the question you asked Mr. Jonathan. I'm happy you asked him that question. All these things, when who is going to come clean? When are they going to start implementing it? If we are not telling ourselves the truth, and if we are not know where we are coming, we cannot know where we are going. The country is where it is today because the Western people doesn't want to rise up. They are the ones supposed to rise up in all these things. The Fulanis brought out this Tinubu, or Caliphate because this Tinubu, but the Yorubas enabled it. Both their chiefs, both their traditional rulers, both their kings, both their who and who, majority of them, except few. Their local people, both they enabled it. They tried because I was all that election. I was listening to every opinion poll. Anywhere in opinion poll in the Yoruba land, they say it's a Tinubu they're going to vote for. You see, so they are the one that enabled it. And I'm sorry to say that woe to any nation that brought us such a human being. Such a human being. People support such a human being. Even a Fulani supports such a human being today. Even an Igbo people come to support a person like Tinubu. I will curse the Igbo people. I will curse them because it's not right to bring us such a human being. People to support such a human being. If like 10% of Yoruba supported him, I don't think Tinubu will be there today. No matter however they rig the election, he can never be there. This thing is between, like Madam Luke said, this thing is the AD and the NCA, and I don't know, the ACD or what, that the party that come together to form this to remove Jonathan. Today, the things that was happening in Jonathan time, what is happening today is 100 times worse than that. Why the people who removed Jonathan that time, why can't they mobilize people and go to Ojota and they say and start to protest? For me, if this program, I like it, that's why I come to comment sometimes. But now, if this program can turn to mobilizing people to protest against Nigeria, I will be happy. Even if it is mobilizing people, we contribute money. I'm ready to contribute 2,000 or 3,000 US dollars to see that the people, everybody contribute. All those in abroad.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. We don't discuss that here, and we will never support any kind of protest.
No, we're not discussing. Okay, now if you're not discussing
we will
about
not,
protest,
even though you support with $1 million, we will not do that here.
Okay, if we are not supporting, if we are, then how do we things turn around? Because whatever happened yesterday, I said, if after this man rule now, they will give it to the north. We don't know who's coming there. We can be even Guru Maharaj. That will, and then who? Your people, my people will continue to suffer, and other innocent Nigerians will continue to suffer. You see, so if we doesn't go through that route, how do we do? Mrs. Madam Luke say, how do we do? What do we do to see that we recover the country? It's going to be difficult. Regional, they don't want us to go regional. It's because the oil is coming and bringing money. Now they're using that oil to borrow money. When this oil finish, maybe they will say, let's divide the country. Then those people, the other people, both sides, they will suffer in this. That's the problem. You see, because we know where the people who are doing this, where they're coming from, what they're doing, and we know what is in their mind. Do you know that even yesterday, about 17 people or 20 people were died in Benue State, all are Christians. Even the Israeli ambassador who was giving stand the other day in the court, he was saying that, look at what they are saying, they are killing the Palestinians, but look at what is happening in Nigeria, they are killing the Christians. You see? So the people who are suffering this are mostly the Christians. That's the people who are suffering this. And the Satanists are suffering. Whether Yoruba, whether Igbo, whether all of us are suffering. When will this stop? From the way I see it, these people have nothing upstairs. They cannot stop anything. They cannot do anything. They cannot help Nigerians. So we continue to be in this rigmarole, run, and nothing will happen. If we can't see anyhow, the people can help, the people can turn out to say they want back our country. Then what are we going to what is the essence of talking every day? It doesn't help, because at the end of the day, nothing will happen. The people that can do something today, if the Easterners stand up today, they will be killed. If the Easterners stand up today, they are going to protest against you, they are going to be fired. So the only people who can stand up today say they are going to protest, even the South stand up today, they are going to fight. It's only where this problem come from, where the man who is ruling his tribe, if the people come out today, you will see they can never be fired, and they will know what to do. But as long as they sit and not coming out, just one person come and say lamenting, the other one come and lamenting, nothing will happen, because they know the game. They know the game they're playing. That is where we are going to be. We are going to be turned round. Those that are saying that their husband are not, then this is a problem. Myself now, you see, if I have a bad day, I don't know. Even those who say they're making bad, I don't know. I'm trying to sacrifice anything I can to see that the country can be good. When I'm talking like this, people may think I don't hate Nigeria. Even this soccer they're playing, I'm not watching it, and I cannot watch it, because that is not where my priority lies now. That is not my problem now. My problem now is, how will people stop being fired? How will people feed? If the people are not feeding, if the people are not, things are going worse to worse. It gives me a headache. It makes my blood pressure to go high. I don't feel happy. I cry. Okay, I'm a Nigerian. I know I'm a Nigerian, but for now, I don't even answer from that country, because what I see that is happening there now, all the whole countries have been, nothing like that has happened. You see, so that is the problem of the whole thing. We are human beings. We're supposed to show sympathy to our fellow human beings. But for people going to jubilate for one thing or the other is their own problem. People singing and dancing is their own problem. I cannot sing now, I cannot dance now, because things are not good where I'm coming from. We are in abroad, we need to go home. You that stay in London now, you cannot decide to go home one day and decide to go to that place where things are not okay. You come London, you go to Nigeria, then you start having generator. You start drinking not pipe-borne water, water that's come from, something like that. So it can't go on a good road. Why we are talking this is because we want the country to be good so that we can go home. And if the country cannot be good, it's better I start talking about if Biafra. Let me talk about Biafra, so that if we get it, we know that we can make it well. Anybody who decides not to make it well, we know what to do to that person. It's our place. We have to do it well. But like this country is like this, with different tribes who cannot understand each other, with different tribes who don't love each other, with different tribes who have a different agendas. It will be difficult to work. If it's my own place now, yes, I know we have to try it. Anybody who will know what to do to that person. But in this situation, I am crying every day, because I want, when I go home, I have a good mind. But like this, nobody can. Nobody. And the children we are born abroad, some of them are not even having the cultural traditions. That is the problem. People are laughing at us. Most of we need to do something that can help the country to progress. But since we don't know what to do, those people there, they cannot help. So if somebody loves his country, he cannot steal money from his country and go abroad and invest and buy a house in abroad. It's difficult. It can't happen. Before I was into Nigeria have one of the best universities in the world. Nigeria has the best medical in the world. People come from far to come and study there, to come and go to hospital, everything, healthcare, everything. But now the reverse has been the case. So when are these things going to be right? That is the problem. Let us, what suggestion are we going to bring to help the country? That's what I want. But if that solution is not coming, then coming to talk and this cannot help me, because I need solution. I need anything that can help. If anything we can sponsor and people can rise up and say, let's take back our country, better. But if not, fine. Since you say it can happen, well, it's okay, because we're talking every day. Those people are dining with the devil. You see, this APC, if I talk about this APC now, if you check yourself, you can see where you're coming from. No good man from your place is in this APC. Even in the East I'm coming from, no good man from East is in this APC. It's those people that we have already thrown into the evil forest. That's the people in this APC. So that is why it's an evil party. That is why it's a satanic party, as you call a satanic people inside it. So when you have people like that, and they have turned the country into an evil place, what's this thing now? And this thing that is happening in Nigeria now, you see, is destroying the future of the youth. Youth now become lotto people who play lotto, who play nonsense. That's not how we grow up. Youth now become many prostitutes now. Even the married or unmarried. Okay? Youth now become criminals and robbers. So which kind of country are we bequeathing to this generation? That is the problem. As things are going like this now, what nation, what country, what future did our this generation have? They don't have. If we cannot stand up and say it's enough, and the people who has to do it doesn't want to do it, so it's a problem. I have to rest my decision here because it's a like I told you, I said earlier. People will fight again in Benue State.
Thank you.
The fight continues. Okay? When is it going to stop? Thank you, my brother. And God bless everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Madam Reggie, you're calling back again. Please talk to us 2 minutes, please. Keep to time, Madam Reggie.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm not even going to take 1 minute. Usually, whenever someone make this comment about Niger Watch family, what are we doing? It triggers me. And I say it again and again. This is Madam Origin. If you are not doing anything now, that means you're not doing anything. This Niger Watch family is a place where we come and brainstorm, highlight what is going on, which is very, very important. Go to TVC, go to wherever other places, like Arise channels. I'm using these ones that are like, what they do is to highlight what is going on so that people are informed. One of the things you can do, Mr. Constant, is to go to your village, begin to educate your people. Let them know that what they have is a danger, that they need to there's a lot of even if you kind of reorient them on what is going on, it's going to help. So that when the time comes, everybody is going to be ready to know what to do. And anything you can do, start from grassroots, start from your village, do the campaign, tell them what is going on. That those Ohanese, if you're Igbo, those Ohanese, they are or Ezes, they are not Ohan, nobody is backing them. They are collecting money and they are selling off their people. That the people that are well-meaning are the ones that want their places safe. The ones that are saying no to janjaweed, all those people in the bush that are raping the women and committing mayhem and kidnapping, that they are the people. So start from somewhere. When you come here, please don't say we are not doing anything, because if you say it upsets me, because I'm working. I work. Look, I can't even. You don't even know my schedule. To spend time here is work.
Please mute yourself now.
Thank you.
Thank you. You just unmute yourself. I don't understand. Eh?
Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah, Mr. Harris. Yeah,
Mr. Harris, can I reply that to one, please?
Somebody already talking, sir. You cannot jump on somebody that is already talking. Please, let's respect that.
I just want to add to what the last caller said. So coming to the platform is not just to come and to talk alone. And you will agree with me, on this very platform, I have seen several people will come and all they will just say is that you are just talking. You don't have any solution. That's a very cheap argument, a low one to be throwing at this platform. That is why when we come, we don't just talk. We put solution on the table for these people to see. You have to talk about the solution. Yes, you talk. We know that they can't do it. We know that they don't have the capacity to do it. Because remember, when they come and perpetrate their lies,
and you don't say anything to counter them, when they say it over and over and over again, people will start believing their lies. That is why for me as a person, when I see them come with lies, I have to to counter their lie, because I know there are millions of Nigerians like me that doesn't believe them one bit. But if you leave them alone, there are those that are very vulnerable, very gullible and naive. Eventually, they will start believing the lie. That is why the lies, the moment they come out with the lies, let Nigerians know that nothing can be better. Let us because that's what they are telling Nigerians. We are saying our own. They are saying that things will be better. And if we keep quiet, Nigerians will believe it. They will believe it that truly things will be better when we know that things will not be, especially when they continue on this trajectory. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you. Mr. Consign, go ahead.
You see, the woman who spoke before, I call Nigeria every day. I call my people. Anybody who come here to say Ohaneze, or what must I tell my people? I tell my people to go and start fighting or to go and start protesting. No, I can't. Even if they do, they start today.
Excuse me, sir, in case you are not getting what she said. She said you shouldn't come here ever again to say we are not doing anything, we are just talking. It's an insult.
You don't even understand what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is that you have to talk about this is another step. It's not about that we're not doing anything. No,
we don't have
I cannot come here even. I cannot come to talk if you're not doing anything. No. Yeah, it's not what she said. I don't know what she means.
That statement, a couple of people have used it before. It kills effort. Because I've said it here on this panel that BBC talk, they don't do anything. CNN talk, they don't do anything. Arise, let's go to Nigeria talk, they don't do anything. Channels talk, they don't do anything. Even TVC that belongs to Tinubu talk, they don't do anything. So why do people come here and try to look down on all that we talk and we should do something? What do you want me to do?
Okay, Mr. Elvis, you know, last weekend, I was at and I was listening to Dr. Damages and those in the panelists also. They were bringing out a solution on what to do. Okay, how to send emails, and so that they can have a union over the world to see what they can do. So that was what I'm trying to say. I didn't say that we are not doing anything here, but what I'm saying is that to take this to another level, a CNN is different. These are the nation media. Those ones are different, but this one also is different. Okay, so but if you have already said we cannot do that, fine, no problem. And that one who's talking about, I don't know why the people talk about Ohaneze. What can they want Ohaneze to do? Ohaneze is selling the people. Who are the Ohaneze selling? I'm not a member of Ohaneze. I don't call to what they do. I cannot come out and say now the Yoruba people, the Yoruba is selling the people.
She's not saying
I
you
cannot do that.
That
woman, I don't know what is in her mind.
Sir. Excuse me, sir. She knows what she's saying. She's Igbo woman like you, so don't.
No, not every my brother. Not every woman.
Doesn't
Igbo
matter.
woman.
What makes you believe that you know better than her? Please, let's forget that thing.
Excuse me.
Let me tell you what she's telling you. She's telling you that you have some satanic Ohanezes. That is not a real.
Yes, we
accept that and stop argument and all that.
No, excuse. Let me tell you. There's a difference. Let me tell you, my brother. There's a difference now. Somebody can come and tell you the South leaders are selling their people or they're collecting money from the people. No, let me tell you, we the people who don't believe in Ohaneze.
That's what she's saying. Why are you not focusing on that area?
But what I'm telling you that in Ohaneze, as of this moment, cannot do anything. Ohaneze have went to Buhari, went to this release, and they couldn't do anything. What do you want Ohaneze to do?
They cannot change. That still cannot change the fact that they are satanic. You know, so who is satanic in this country? We should call them out without any favoritism speech.
I cannot tell you that Ohaneze. Let me tell you, even today, that is the Ohaneze chairman. We don't like what you want with him because you want supporting this governor. He's the one that they're supporting the governor. This is our governor. We don't like what he's doing.
Mr. Consign, one thing I want you to understand, all these big satanic titles, they are the one that put you and I where we are today. All of them in Nigeria. I'm telling you, because all of them prefer to work with the government, the satanic government that is impoverishing you and I, than to work with you and I, that they think that is not going to give them anything. So let's say it how it is.
Yeah,
we have
my brother. See, let me tell you. Before this election came up, the Ohanese, the South, the Fanifere, all of them came together, say they are going to support Obi. All of them came together. But what happened is another different thing. Then, even now, the Ohanese president, the other day, was giving interview and was talking about what is happening in Lagos and how they're holding Obi. They are talking, but again, they cannot do anything. They can't. So let us not deceive ourselves.
If they can't do anything, let them be
what
talking.
What are they trying to do? They cannot protest. If they protest now, they'll be arrested and they'll be fired.
So who do you want to protest then? You were suggesting protest earlier on, right?
This protest must the people who remove Jonathan. That protest started in Lagos. Let them start again. If they don't like what is happening,
but you were suggesting protests, and you are already selective who can protest and who cannot protest.
That protest I'm talking about is there. Let all of the whole both to south, both west, both everything.
But you just said that all these satanic Ohanese cannot protest. That's what you said.
Who is Ohanese, by the way? Ohanese is just few people.
That's what I'm saying. Why did you say they can't protest? That's what I'm saying. Are they not human beings?
No, for now, even let me tell you, even the South people, South cannot start protesting. They can't. Because if they protest now, they
cannot select who can protest.
Why they can't protest? Why?
Why are you selecting who can protest? What kind of selection is that?
You don't. I didn't say. Let me tell you. I didn't say anybody want to protest.
You said they cannot protest, but people in South should go and protest. I don't understand that, sir. Whoever that want to protest should go and protest, including Peter Obi. If protest wants to start today, let Peter Obi stay in the front seat. Let's forget all these things. Who select who can protest, who cannot protest. If you're in Nigeria, join them. If I'm in Nigeria, I should join them. We shouldn't be being biased and selective and favorite.
Let me tell you. This issue of protest, it's not about those who are going to. Anybody want to protest have the right to protest. I didn't say anybody.
It's what you said I'm responding to. You said the Ohanese cannot protest. They don't have leg. They have problem. The leg break.
Okay, fine. The Ohanese, if what I mean by Ohanese cannot protest this Ohanese is also some of them are in APC.
It doesn't matter.
Like I told you,
it's also don't be selective with it.
How many people are in Ohanese? That's the problem. This Ohanese
it doesn't matter.
Group of maybe 10 people.
If you remove one from 100, is it still 100? Is 99?
My brother, let us be honest to ourselves. We know who those who put us into this problem. Let that people.
Mr. Concern, can I ask you a question?
Ask me.
Okay, when they were protesting against Jonathan, were there no PDP among those people protest?
PDP among those who protest. If the PDP was among all those people that protested, all those people you see their name, is there anybody that you see there is APC, is a PDP that time? Just be honest to yourself. All the people that protested that is PDP there. So I don't know what you're talking. I don't know how you're asking me that question.
Mr. Consign, you said we should be honest to ourselves. We know who put us in this. Who put us here? Me, I don't know.
Ask Jonathan.
Because you said you cannot tell me to be honest.
The people,
tell me now. I'm ignorant of who put us where we are.
Okay.
You tell me.
The people who put us in this mess we are now.
Who
are the people? One, the APC put us in this problem. That APC you are talking about. Huh?
You said let's be honest to ourselves. We know the people who put us here. Who?
It's APC. APC, and that APC you're talking about is the Hausas, the Fulanis, and the Yorubas. That's the people who put us into this problem now.
Including the Igbos.
Or whether you don't believe it,
why are you removing the Igbos? Including the Igbos.
Igbos, how many votes did Tinubu get from Igbo land?
Yes, including the Igbos. Say it, Irisa. We are not tribalistic on this platform, please. Say it, Iris, including the Igbos. We have lots of satanic Igbo elites.
Yes,
even though they don't deserve
if I tell you that we don't have
the title elites.
Thank you. If I tell you that we don't have satanic Igbos, that means I'm lying to myself. But I'm telling you now that
Yoruba and the Hausa put us where we are. It's all of them. All of them put us where we are today. Because a lot of them. Do you know how many Igbos that betrayed Mr. Peter Obi? Do you know how many of them? If, for example, they came out...
That is this thing we used to say every time. You see, let me tell you. Okay, wait, I want to add something now. In the Supreme Court who said Tinubu won this thing. But the Supreme Court also, or the appeal court said Tinubu one. And the Appeal Court also said release Nnamdi Kanu. Now, the Appeal Court said release Nnamdi Kanu, but they're not releasing it. Instead, they say some Igbos say they cannot release. Why they no, 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 I'm just giving you, I'm just giving you, no, no, no. I'm just giving you
Mr. Concern, Mr. Concern. Okay. Appeal Court said release Nnamdi Kanu. They did not release it. Is it not? Is it not the people with you can call them military that holds Nnamdi Kanu?
It's not military.
Is it not the DSS? Is it not the DSS?
No, it's not. Hold on, please.
It's not. It's not.
Mr. Concern.
Let me clear you on that. Let me just give me 1
No,
minute.
no. You people are going on that track. I'm not talking about Nnamdi Kanu today.
If the court
Mr. Concern, you hold on now, please. Mr. Concern, hold on, please.
Okay.
Forget about Nnamdi Kanu on here. That's not what we are talking about today, please. Because if you want to go
you don't
there,
know why. You don't know. You don't know why.
Hold on now.
Okay.
Don't change the topic.
Okay.
If you are talking about the Supreme Court asked them to release Nnamdi because they did not. The same Supreme Court judge against Nigerians and put Tinubu as the president. So there's nothing like Supreme Court.
Why did they obey one? Why did they obey one? They didn't obey the other one. No.
They did not obey anybody. Who did they ordain?
No, what I'm telling you, some people are blaming Igbos. Igbos say Nnamdi Kanu must not be released. If the court says something, do that thing. Don't come and blame on that. Now the people are telling if APC do something, then they come to blame Igbos. No,
hold on.
Let me.
If you yourself are not trying to be biased, when the Supreme Court refused Nnamdi Kanu, how many of your Igbo people came out to lambast on Tinubu today that Nnamdi Kanu is a prison? Just mention one elite from Igbo.
How many elite?
Mention one, sir. You always passing roundabout. Question.
This one from Enugu. Wait, excuse me. Iwayangu, thank you. Iwayangu said, but this one from Enugu. What? I forget. It's from Enugu. The other, he said again the other day in the national edition. He said it that what they did was many Igbo said it. I cannot remember them, but I will tell you tomorrow what they said.
Okay, let's move on.
Cannot come out and say, cannot come out and say, give a judgment that man is not guilty. Still keep him there. Many Igbos come out and say it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
My brother, Igbos have been fired because of Nnamdi Kanu. You know how many Igbos have been fired because of him?
Mr. Concern, Mr. Concern, let me put something clear before you. Mr. Concern, although we are not talking about Nnamdi Kanu, since you said Nwanyang and others talk about Nnamdi Kanu, how many protests do they lead to said the Supreme Court have ruled Nnamdi Kanu and they did not obey?
My brother, are you my brother? I don't want to say something that you know. Let me tell you now. Stop talking about that. We have already. Let me tell you how many people have been fired because of Nnamdi Kanu. How many Igbos have been fired?
No. The same Igbo people they buy people for this East now. Why are you not?
You see, that's what you don't know even know what's happening in Nigeria. You know
how
many people the DSS fired? How many Igbos DSS fired? Do you know? Do you know how many?
You are the one that is not being straightforward now. Which I'm not happy about.
Do you know how many Igbos DSS fired?
No. How many Igbos that
is there not Igbo in DSS? Is there no Igbo in DSS?
Hold on, sir, please.
Which Igbo in DSS?
My friend, just stop talking those nonsense. I don't like people to make me angry.
You know what, Mr. Concern, you need to stop because you're not going to get anywhere with this mess.
That's the problem. I cannot even stop talking.
How can you tell me DSS? Mr. Concern, I'm muting you since you don't stop by yourself. That's fine. When I come back to you again, you can speak. But let me pass this on. You see, why we are here is to be truthful to ourselves. You know, I don't want anybody to come here to try to exonerate their tribe and blame on that tribe. This platform is not for that kind of conversation. I'm sorry. You know, because as far as I'm concerned, the situation right now in Nigeria that is affecting everybody, all tribes, every single tribes in Nigeria is involved. Nobody should bring history to me. I'm not interested about history. I'm talking about now. The history that you are bringing, I was not born then. So let's talk about now and what I can see. In fact, this 2023 presidential election reveals so many satanic individuals from different tribes in Nigeria. Involve and expose them in Yorubas, in Igbos, in Hausa, even in my own state, in Edo State. So what are we talking about? If we want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu, how many elites have taken to the street and say, let's protest and release Nnamdi Kanu, if many of you are not hypocrites? Do you know how many Igbo people that want Nnamdi Kanu to die there? Do you know how many Igbo people that is working with this satanic government that want Nnamdi Kanu to remain there? Come on, let's be truthful to ourselves. If we want to talk about the killings, yes, I agree that yes, it's happening. But how many people, how many of you have come here to be straightforward to say, okay, what Samuel Ekpa is doing is killing our people in the Southeast? Most times I bring it here that sitting at home and forcing people to suffer inside their room just because you are in somewhere hiding in Finland and all that. Many of you will argue with me here. We must stop this hypocritical spirit if we want a better Nigeria. Except maybe somebody or one or two persons have what the mask they are putting on to advocate for what they want on this platform. But I want you guys to know, I personally, Elvis, I'm fighting for Nigeria to be better. That's what I'm fighting for. And I say the truth. Even though I'm fighting for Nigeria to be better, nobody is my friend. Nobody is my enemy. I say it how it is on this platform. And apart from on this platform, this is my lifestyle. I say it how it is. Call people out. Don't let it come to you. Then you not be bypassing. No, and it's these people. It's not these people. You and I know that the reason why Peter Obi did not win today is because none of the Igbo elite stood out to say, no, this election was rigged. None of them. Mention one way talk, say they ring Peter Obi out. All we're hearing, some satanic set of Igbo elites will come out on TV and be saying, oh, it's not Obi turn. Obi should wait in 2027. Obi should wait in 2032. Obi cannot win now. Even the richest, or if I'm not mistaken, allegedly, the richest person you people have in Igbo land came out saying that Obi cannot win. There's nothing that will make Obi win. We played all of them here. Do you know what it means? Do you know how many people come to my platform sometimes when there is topic, they just say, Elvis, please, can you say something? Because a lot of people will listen to you even more than us. Do you know what that means? It means that when the elite comes out to say, no, Obi was ringed out, other people will follow, but they didn't. All of them are running to Aso Rock to deceive Tinubu, pretending that they are Tinubu's friend so that Tinubu can give them appointment and all that. They jettisoning their own brother throughout the whole 2023 presidential election. I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm focusing on the Igbos. Let's say it how it is. They didn't.
Elvis,
please, sir, don't interrupt me, please, sir.
No, don't be saying that.
Don't interrupt me. You see, Oga can say, if you do this, you force me to do something that you join the crowd that is saying that Elvis is rude. Please. I'm speaking, don't mute yourself, please. I don't like that. I have power to every buttons here. I don't like using them because whenever I try to use it, some satanic people from here will end up by saying, oh, Elvis put me on bastard. So I don't use it. And I don't like to be pushed to do these things. When you were giving your submission, I did come in. One thing I don't like is when we try to pretentiously ignore the things that's affecting us and be selective over our submission. I don't like that. I've said this so many times. If now me, they do what is wrong, come to this platform and say it to my face. The problem, the sooner we all realize that the problem that we have in Nigeria is a collective creation from this satanic set of people across the whole tribes. Start mentioning their names and I'll be telling you where they comes from. All of them. They work together. They have a table that surrounds. It's only you and I that is suffering it. It doesn't affect them. Look at this other one that they arrested that is in prison in the UK. What's his name again? You know, I forgot his name. In the UK, is he not an Igbo man that has so many houses in Dubai, Abuja, everywhere? Is he not an Igbo man? Come on. How do you people even differentiate? Just like some people coming to this platform to blame the Igbo people. Say, no, the problem we have now is our people that colonized us. How can you be blaming Oyibo for the problem? Oyibo that gave us our freedom since 1930. You are still blaming them till today. Is anything wrong even though the Oyibo try to influence you and you say no? Niger that sent France away now from their country now. Is anything wrong about that? Let's face it directly and say it how it is. If we really want a change that we all are craving for now that we are alive. But if we continue to be selective, none of us will get what we are looking for. Thank you very much. Let's have a final submission. I'll start with Mr. Oduwa. Mr. Oduwa, please give us your final submission. 5 minutes, sir. Thank you.
I've not even spoken on the
We
anyway.
called you so many times before, sir. You missed that. You didn't answer. So I have to just 5 minutes. Let me move on.
What I will say is that for the man who were talking, lamenting that Tinubu government is not only here, even the thing happened in Buhari time that shocked the world, that where in a proverb that says ignorance is not an excuse in the court of law. The purpose of you coming as a president or as a leader is to amend the mistake of the first person in the position. If that person were doing it right, you will have not vowed to take the mantle. No, to say, I will lead you people. The reason of you saying, change that man, I want to take position, is because you said that man is not leading well. So, for any APC to put blame on past administration, I see such people as real people who are not serious on what they are doing. Because if they are serious on what they are doing, there was mistake in PDP era. So the APC vowed to say, if good luck go, if they take PDP out of the way, they will buy fuel in 10 naira. They will be paying Nigerians who are not working. Now, they are taking the position for 8 years. Instead of Nigeria that are not working to be paid, even the ones that are working, they could not even pay them. The fuel that has people be crying of, instead of them to reduce it, then they make it times 3 for people to buy. So, and any of those people are still saying it is the past administration that caused it. A failure of my father it's not what caused by my grandfather or my great-grandfather. It is because my father failed to perform his duty that make him to fail. If what my father refused to do to go forward, and I keep on in that mistake, it is not the fault of my father, it is my own fault. Who refused to know that my father were doing these things? That is why I could not have this. If we are doing that, that is why I could not have this. And I continue in that line. So it's my own fault. So the APC government should never put any blame on the past administration and say it is the PDP that caused their problem, because they were the one who vowed and said. And the other things I will say about this man said, everybody were saying they want to take away subsidy. Yes, first subsidy they want to take away. You don't expect Peter Obi to come and tell you what he will have been doing when it is the position. No, because you have your own strategies. That is why you said, give me position. Don't give Peter Obi. So when you are there, use that your strategies to do it. Don't come and tell Peter Obi, give me your strategy. No, because you copy, but you never have the solutions of that man. You promise what that man we are promising. Then that is automatically you have your own solutions. So don't say, and now since you were saying the same thing, you come and tell me how you were supposed to do it so that I will use it to do it. No, I will not advise any of them to tell you, because it is your decisions to do. So do it for us and let's see, so that you will not come and lie tomorrow that if not, you will have do it better than these people. No, do it so that when those people come, they will still do their own. So those are what I can say for those who have said, who came out for protests and they say they arrest them. Well, for me, I don't know what to say now, because I don't want to cause for, maybe I'm causing for violence or not. But I believe before protest is allowed. But for now, I don't know if I can say people should enter house not to protest or people should protest. No, because only one thing I'm happy in the country is that Nigeria are not even suffering. So when they suffer, then they will know what to do. And it is not person will tell them that look for a betterness of yourself before they can know that their senator supposed to give them their good roads, supposed to make sure they have fertilizer in the farm to make their farm, supposed to know this and that. So those are for me. If they want to protest, it is their wish to protest. They don't want to protest, it is their wish, because I'm not there with them. Maybe I will not even go to Nigeria before Tinubu left the office. If he decides not to live with the ANEC, if it is 8, it will only be 8 years. Maybe I can remain here for 8 years. So that is what I have to say. God bless everyone.
Mr. Dowa, thank you very much, sir. You did not even say much today anyway. Thank you. God bless you. Thanks for joining us today. All right, let me go to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, thank you very much for your time with us. Please give us your final submission, 4 minutes.
All right, thank you very much again, my Niger Watch family members. We're still with solutions, and I listened to Aisha Yusuf today when she was being interviewed, and she said what she was going to do if she were the president of Nigeria. So she did make up a lot of solutions, and then the first thing that she was going to do was to round up the oil thefts, the oil thieves in Nigeria, and make sure that they were all prosecuted. And that she went ahead and listed a lot of things that she would have done to make sure that the country moves forward. But in all honesty, in all reality, that's not going to happen, because we know that the steps with which we have this government now did not come in genuinely, and it's not the mandate of the people. So we are not expecting that anything good will come out of this contraption. If you want to lead the people, the first steps that you take are very important, are very crucial. But when you start extending the goalpost, then it means that you never meant well, and you have demonstrated that you don't mean well. So I am not holding my breath about what Tinubu and his government are going to do, because the Nigerian people will keep sacrificing themselves in the name of peace, even where there's no love. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu, people have been protesting. It's not because we don't see bloodshed on the road that they're not protesting. People, the Ohanese, all of them have been protesting, and I wouldn't even say protest, they've been appealing, trying to negotiate with the federal government to release this man. Yes, I would say the Western world is very culpable in what's going on now. That is why Julius Malema and Dr. Arikana, have pointed out many times that we are being neo-colonized. There's something called neo-colonialism. So the fact that colonialism has been abolished, say you got independent, doesn't mean you're not still colonized. Yes, we are going through neo-colonialism, and that is why you have your president shamelessly sitting in France for 2 weeks. Because anything France, US, do you see those people there why did they get kicked out from Niger and all those places? Because they don't mean well for Africa. And who are those other people liaising with? Russia and China. So you see, Russia and China never colonized anybody. So I would trust them more than I would even trust the US, France, Britain, or anybody else, because all they do is colonize people, usurp their resources, and then try to make them pay for their own loans. So you see, there's something called neocolonialism, and that is what we are going through right now. And that is exactly what Tinubu is doing because he's compromised. And that is why we couldn't get anywhere with Chicago State University, and we couldn't get anywhere with his criminal records in the U.S. We all kept hitting a brick wall. Now let me tell you, if it was somewhere like Trump is going through they are not sparing him, they are not covering him. But when it comes to Africa, these Western powers, we use everything they have to blackmail our leaders to do whatever they need to do as stooges. Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in jail? Don't they know Nnamdi Kanu is in jail? They don't see that we have civil rights violations in this country? All because, yes, we have some Igbo people that are against it, but most Igbo people want Nnamdi Kanu freed. Unfortunately, they're not in the power to negotiate. So while we keep looking for solutions, we're going to come here every day and thrash out our issues until maybe one day the Pandora box will open. Because right now, it's not even going to be in our power anymore. We just have to close our eyes one day and we'll wake up to a brand new Nigeria. That's the only hope I have. In the meantime, let's keep singing, let's keep praying, and let's keep wishing the Eagles all the best on Sunday. Thank you, my people.
Thank you, Madam Luke. Thank you very much for your submission. To be honest, everybody entitled to their opinion. But for me, in terms of Nnamdi Kanu, at this moment, I don't trust anybody. I don't know who is behind this whole thing. Why Nnamdi Kanu is still in prison today. Even though, yes, fine. Nobody should come here to tell me the judiciary failed and all that. We already know the judiciary will fail, for example. But the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still there when we have lots of powerful people in Nigeria, I don't trust anybody at this moment. Everybody is a suspect when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu staying in prison. Till now, Nnamdi Kanu is just like somebody that doesn't have nobody. I'm telling you, that's what it looks like. So I don't trust anybody. Nobody from the Igbo land I trust. Nobody from any part of the country. Nobody. So fortunate that he's passing through what he's passing through today. I pray he should, I pray he survived it. Let me just put that. I just pray. Because I don't know what is their mission, their agenda, what they are planning over this man, Nnamdi Kanu. So for me, I will never use my platform to say, oh, this person try. May they release Nnamdi Kanu, or the other one from Igbo land, the other one from Yoruba land, the other one, they try what? That I cannot see? No. As far as I'm concerned, none of them have done anything. The ones that have tried talking, they are hypocritically talking to deceive us. Who is behind it? That is what we should be asking. Who? It's very unfortunate. He just looks like somebody that doesn't have nobody. That's what it looks like. Even some of the people that's even talking on media, oh, Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Nnamdi Kanu must be released. How many people have actually take protests down? If you ask them, they say, no, if they come out now, the Nigerian government will kill us. Okay, what about you that lives abroad? How many protests will not do for abroad saying Nnamdi Kanu must be released? And go to different embassies or different anywhere that you can go. Can't you see that everybody is hypocrite? It's very unfortunate. We call on the next person. Mr. F. Manuel, please talk to us, sir. 4 minutes, final submission.
In fact, I will take less than that, my brother. This now the kind of matter. No worry yourself. No worry yourself. The truth is, there are some enemies in the southeast that are cashing out for Nnamdi Kanu being there. If you don't know today, there are some enemies of Nnamdi Kanu right there in southeast that have conspired with the powers that be for him to keep remaining where he is. So the enemies within of southeast are the ones that are still keeping Nnamdi there. I'm telling you, without any iota of that. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But nobody will coming up with lies just to show a kind of chameleonic, concern. But all a lie. They are the main reason that guy is still there. It's not the north, it's not the west, it's not the south, it's the eastern people. I mean, they tell you this one, carry out, go to the bank. That's for that. Therefore, Nigerians, any day we suffer, tire, don't tire on now. When I go wake up, go collect your country back. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. F. Emmanuel. I appreciate your time with us today. It's very sad, to be honest, although it's not the topic that I brought here today, but it's very sad that that man is languishing away. Very, very sad. Everybody is talking, not talk about now the kind like this, not talk about this Nigerian government, blah, 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 blah. What are you guys doing? If you cannot protest in Nigeria, how many of you have protested in abroad? Now the canon must be released to show you care. Everybody is deceiving each others, shouting unnecessarily in every social media platform, pretentiously demonstrating their satanic care, that they care about him. Why that man? He's even sick right now. In case you guys are not aware, Nnamdi Kanu is sick right there. I pray make him not die for that prison. That is what you get. Hoping that, oh, people will talk for me. Who is talking? Who is actually doing something now that will say, these people don't try. Okay. They really try for this now. Who? Mr. Mashallah, please give us your final 4 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Nigerians, for Nnamdi Kanu, it's just a pity you'll be there for a very long time. You're the same person that said after Buhari is Tinubu, one of his videos. He told us before now that after Buhari it is Tinubu, and you're expecting them to release him. No. The Southeast are not ready to get their brother out because they don't know what they even want. Their brothers, Peter Obi, contested elections. Some of them didn't support him. So what do they expect? Divide Nigeria. If they divide Nigeria today, there'll be more problem for the divided Nigerian question. Because the real cabals of different parts of the Nigeria will come out and try to attack again. So the best thing is to solve our problems by ourselves, by coming out to protest. Nobody will come out to protest for you, Nigerians. The Nigerian military man that was being arrested, is a pity that the Nigerian army has gone to that extent of gagging their people. It's obvious that there's no hope for the country. The Nigerian army too is a problem. Nigerian police is a problem. The only thing that's not a problem now is Nigeria themselves. The Nigerian youth, Nigerian public that have refused to come out is also a problem. The UN will not come and fight for you if you don't come out. If you stay in your house and cry from now to tomorrow, nobody will come and rescue you. The only option you have is to come out and protest. Come out and protest. And I'll keep saying it, come out and protest. It is your right. The man has only your mandate. He does not have any solution to Nigeria. If you talk from now to tomorrow, that man does not have the answer. The answer is that with Peter Obi. And yet, we are sitting down watching this man ruin the country. Nigerian, it's left for you to know what you want. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mashallah. God bless you, sir. All right, let me come to Mr. Jonathan. Please give us your final submission of 4 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone there. Let me just say this again, that it's unfortunate. When we talk of Nnamdi Kanu, it's just so unfortunate that this is where we find ourselves, that that man of quality, of substance, is where he is today. It's so unfortunate. And is
Very unfortunate. Till
very
now.
unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that you will look at, when I look at it, even as this discussion was going on, when you look at the people of Kano State, the people of Kano State did not wait for the people from Lagos or Edo or Imo State to come and fight for themselves. They came out and defended their own, and they got what they wanted. They didn't wait that it is the whole country. You know, I believe that if the people themselves from the East, if they really, come out the way they should, probably and perhaps Nnamdi Kanu will not be where he is today. We remember during the campaign, the current governor of Anambra State, Soludo, at the heat of the campaign, presidential campaign, he came out and said that Peter Obi did not leave any money in the Anambra State Treasury. What a blow at that moment, at that period. It took Peter Obi started going around appear on social media, the mainstream media to defend this, all because they just want to be the first Nigerian president that will come from the southeast. It is I or no one else. That it is I or no one else politics is what is killing that region. No, it's not going to be you. I'm going to be the first. That is the problem there. And it's so unfortunate that it is, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu that is bearing this, this situation all by himself right now. And finally, I will just submit that for me, Nigeria, is all about solutions. Even if we talk and talk, I know we still have to put out solutions one way or the other, so that we will not be seen, because it's very easy to label platforms like this and so many other platforms and Nigerians that are yearning for a better Nigeria, that are yearning for a government of inclusion, that are yearning for a better Nigeria. It's very easy for these crooked, greedy politicians to always say that you don't bring constructive criticism to the table. You are just talking. No, we should not allow that narrative to sink. Before you say Jack, they will come out and they will say that you are just talking, you don't have criticism. They still criticize Peter Obi. We still saw it yesterday. They still criticize even Atiku himself. We still came out, and even though they are politicians, they cannot take the facts, they can't take the truth, they will divert it, they will turn it to politics, and if you allow it, it will sink. Nigerians they are naive already. They are vulnerable already. They are gullible already. Now, add propaganda to that. Add propaganda that is working to that. Then they are literally, they are bad. If there is still anything that is breathing in any Nigerian right now, add propaganda to this. If you allow that propaganda to work, then just forget it. Everybody should just, as they say here, enter house. We must not allow the propaganda that things are working, the propaganda that they are working, the propaganda that in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, things will be better. How? Where? We are not seeing anything. As if electricity is just going to pop up tomorrow morning. As if rice will just drop from 60,000, 65,000 to 20,000 tomorrow morning or next month, or even in 6 months' time. As if the inflation rate will drop from 33%, it will just come to 10%. And that is the narrative they are perpetrating every day. We shouldn't allow that. We shouldn't. That is what they are working on every day. It took protests from Niger State and from Kano State for them to start running Etasketa now, that they want to do something about food. The January 1st, the president came out. He said agriculture, 150,000 hectares of land in Jigawa State. Where is it? If they are actually doing that, let Nigeria see that now. See, they didn't even mention that today at all. Nothing about that pronouncement. At least they should have at least danced on that one. Bring that out and say, you remember the president, there is the 150,000, we're working on it. And this is what we're expecting. Where is that one? We shouldn't allow their lies to go on. That is for me, that's what I stand for. That's what I stand for, and I will stand on that firmly. Any propaganda lies that they put out there, we will sink it. We will not allow it to move forward before their lies become truth. As they say, perception is reality. We won't allow that to happen. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I thank my thanks to everyone as well. Thanks for the opportunity. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. I really want to 100% agree with you in terms of bringing solutions here. That's another good thing. At least we can use it against them tomorrow. At least, you know, we give some solution. Although in most of our submissions on here, most of our panelists here, there are solutions attached to your submissions. So these guys are listening. If you notice, sometimes we talk here, and at the end of the day, they end up working on some of the things that we suggested on this platform. So, but yeah, I support you 100% on that. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Constanza, please, I would like you to give us your final submission, 4 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
I think maybe there's some section of the Nigerian history you know, and there are those who doesn't know. And everybody cannot know everything. Everything cannot, everybody cannot, you cannot know everything.
Exactly.
You see, Nigeria, why did Igbo say they want to go? Igbo said they want to go because of this hatred and marginalization. That is why Igbo said they want to go. And in the government of any country, everybody must be included. And when you see Igbos who are included in this APC also, whatever happened, Igbos must be included because part of the Nigeria. We said we want to go, but they say we cannot go. And why I was bringing this thing before is this. What they call it, the judiciary, not Supreme Court, the other one. They give order said now the Kanu must be released. But the government obeyed that one. It's not, they didn't say, no, Igbos didn't say he must not be released. Hausa said didn't, no. But they didn't obey it. But when that is same court said Tinubu won, they obeyed it. So when in a country, if the court say, do this, it's the government duty to do that. So don't come and tell, people cannot come and say, okay, when Tinubu, they say Tinubu won the election. What's that court again? The tribunal. When they say Tinubu won the election, why other people say no, Tinubu didn't win? Then why did they uphold that? They're supposed to say no, Tinubu didn't win. So what I'm saying in effect is this: if the court said releasing Nnamdi Kanu, what the government is supposed to do is to release him, not to say an Igbo man said don't release him. Someone don't say don't release him. Yoruba man said don't release him. No, that's not how a country works. Okay, that's what I'm trying to. That's why I bring out that issue that time. So the country
because we don't have judiciary, sir. So if you want to depend on the judiciary like a country that works, we will wait forever because the judiciary is selective.
But why people are saying that it's in Igbo say Nnamdi Kanu must not be released? That's what I'm saying. If the court
nobody is saying Igbo say. Nobody said that here, sir.
That's what some people said. They said the Igbo is holding in Nnamdi Kanu. That's what some people said here. The Igbo is holding. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, my brother.
He said some Igbo elites.
Igbos have tried. Igbos have tried. Igbos even upon what Buhari did to Igbos. Still, the Igbo leaders went to Buhari to beg. How many people are being killed in Igbo land because of Nnamdi Kanu? If these people have heart, because of this, even sit at home and they're supposed to release Nnamdi Kanu, said no, this part of Nigeria, let's not be allowing all these things be happening. But they continue to hold him, and they know that because of Nnamdi Kanu being held, that is why the blood has been spilled in the Igbo land today.
Why can't if people really care as they try to portray on social media, why can't they go on a protest from abroad then? Is anything wrong?
That's the problem. We protest, even in USA protest. The IPOB protest, the Igbos protest. Many places, even in the Europe, they protest.
Anyway in the
no,
UK
you're not seeing, because you're not interested in that one. You know, I know where your interest lies. Your interest lies how to Nigeria can be, but then not about Nnamdi Kanu. And it's not your fault. Igbo, we have been protesting. We have been going every
What do you mean not about Nnamdi Kanu? No, I disagree with you on that, sir. As I've been fighting for Nnamdi Kanu for the past 3 years on this platform.
Okay,
You only
but
just
I'm
joined the
telling you
platform.
now.
So don't say what you
I'm
don't
telling
know.
you now
Please.
that we have been protesting that Nnamdi Kanu must
And
be
then
released.
don't
Even
say
in
my
London there,
interest lies
people
not
used to go and
about
protest that
Nnamdi
Nnamdi Kanu
Kanu.
must be released.
That's the wrong
There are
information,
people
Mr.
protest.
Consign.
My brother, I'm being
Mr.
honest.
Consign,
I'm
please
saying the
hold
truth.
on.
People have been protesting.
Okay,
These
Mr.
people
Consign.
don't want that man to come
Mr.
out.
Consign.
This is not the fault of
Mr. Consign.
South. It's not.
Mr.
No, it's the
Consign.
fault of the rulers.
Oh God. This man just talking. I have to mute him. Mr. Consign, please, you only joined this platform not even up to a couple of weeks ago here, if I'm not mistaken. This platform, Nigeria Watch, I've been fighting for Nnamdi Kanu for the past 3 years. So go there. The videos are on our platform. Go history and check it. Just go history, go to our platform and check history. You see all the videos there. So don't say what you don't know. Don't say because you are Igbo man, you love Nnamdi Kanu more than me. We shouldn't deceive ourselves. Go ahead, finish your submission, sir.
Who have been getting money for long. Some of them put their money in some of them till the ground and put their money. But because people like to invest, that is why you see he has many houses. Okay? Many of them got money more than him. These generals, all these Yoruba people, all these Hausa people, all these even Igbos or someone, they had money more than that man. But because the man decided to invest his money. Okay? If you go to Hausa land today and open their land, my brother, you see billions there. So, but this man invested this, so I don't see anything, but still, Igbos don't like him. My brother, Igbos don't like anybody that is no good. So that is what you have to understand. And those who open their mouth saying, my brother, for an Igbo man to go and bow, to go and prostrate to for a Fulani man, my brother, you know that has pained him so much. Igbos have done it. What people want Igbo to do because of Nnamdi Kanu? You want to, okay, the only militarized place today in Nigeria is Igbo land. That is the only militarized place. So you want the Igbos to protest there so that they can be
safe. Do you know what you would do, Mr. Consign?
Is that what you want? If Igbo protest today,
Mr. Consign, you even listening to me at all? Are you hearing me?
So let us be honest. Let us be saying the truth. Not be saying that people like that. Igbo man doesn't like any things evil. We have evil people in Igbo land. We have as everywhere in Nigeria. We have. I tell you before, the only
Mr. Consign, can you hear
that
me?
Igbos don't like, the only evil people in Igbo land is the one in APC today. No good Igbo man is in APC. No man. And when they talk about the people who bring the Tinubu there, you check the statistics. How many votes did Tinubu get in Igbo land? They say Igbos are not united. Wow. But when it comes, we will be united. When they were saying...
I have to mute this man. This is so disrespectful to this platform, to be honest. I guess everybody's listening to this.
I said something on the private chat just now.
Let me call on the next person to speak to. Thank you very much.
Just check it. I laughed.
Thank you. Thank you, Give Us a Mandate, for joining us. Please talk to us. 4 minutes. Good evening to you. Give Us a Mandate. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you very much for joining us. Please talk to us.
Okay,
4 minutes.
Good evening to you and then the panelists and then everyone. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. Thank you for the time and for the contribution so far. Greetings to Nigerians and Nigerians in Nigeria and then Nigerians in diaspora. Greetings and then thank you very much for all that you do. Always coming here to lend your voice to the matters that concern the nation. Well, I mean, I quickly joined just to probably give 1 or 2 submissions and then we go from there. Now, I think I saw what you played earlier when the man that went to Channels TV, I think his name is it Philip Mogalu or what was his name again? Now, the question I'm going to ask people here is that from everything that guy said on that channel, do you think that Nigerians should pray for him, or what should Nigeria do to him? Now, it is not the sickness of the eyes or the sickness of the brain in Nigerian country.
We lost you there. Give Us a Mandate.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, you are back. Yeah, go ahead.
And why is the country suffering? Because some people thought that governance is done through propaganda. They did everything they did against Jonathan, removing him from power. Now Buhari came in. They thought it was a child's play.
Hello?
Buhari took the country back 20 years. 20 years. Now,
Hello?
the only thing that Mogalu can do is to say that, oh, it was during this administration. Like
Hello?
as if governance should be a blame game on people.
Hello?
Now, Buhari could not do it. Mr. Elvis, are you the one saying hello? Are you the one?
No, go ahead. Give us a mandate.
Okay, so Buhari fought everything tooth and nail to get there. Even Buhari, the number of people that actually were fired before Buhari came to power, you barely cannot count them. And the same trajectory was what this person came in through. Over 80 people died in the election. A 19 years old boy killed himself because he believed that his destiny was stolen. Now, is it now not true that that young man that killed himself, all that he said, what we are seeing today, is it not true? The only caveat that I have is that that guy shouldn't have killed himself. Maybe now he would have been justified against these elements in power. Because you can steal power, you can rig election, but you cannot rig governance. You cannot rig governance. You cannot do it. Governance thrives on good political will. Now, these people in power, they don't even have fiscal policy, no monetary policy that can bring the country out of the present quagmire. Now, there are two things that must be in place. There must be monetary policy in place, and there must be fiscal policy in place. These guys don't have it. They don't have all of those things. So you cannot rig yourself into power and then also rig good governance. No, you have to have something on your head to be able to provide good governance for the people. And so that's why the people are clamoring, they are crying, because they don't have the things that it takes to provide good governance for the people. They don't have it. The lady you show is a video crying. Oh, okay. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. I'll just eat here. Maybe we'll talk more tomorrow. But thank you for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Give us a mandate. God bless you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Mr. Elvis,
go ahead, sir.
Hello, Mr. I just want to, add to what Give Us a Mandate just said. I like that. What a factual statement. You can rig the election, because rigging is a one-time thing. You rig it and then you go away. Governance is 365 days, 24/7, and you cannot continue to rig for 365 days, 24/7. It's not possible. That means you are rigging every day. That is what Moka came to do today. He came to rig again. You can't rig this. You cannot rig it and go away, because you have to continue to rig every day. All the Babariga and the Agbada, you see all the ministers, they are coming for meeting because of the protests in Canada. It's another rigging. You can't rig every day. It's not possible. You can bribe Mahmoud Yakubu one time and go away with it and steal the mandate of the entire country. To govern the country is real. You can't be rigging every day. What we saw when Mr. Tinubu going to France for another 2 weeks, that's another rigging. You cannot survive it. You can do it all you like, but you cannot rig 365 days a year, 24/7 a day. It's not possible. That's a fact.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me quickly take this call here. Jija Breadman. Guys, help us to press on the like button. We are rounding up now. Ginger Breadman, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Please talk to us.
My brother, Mr. Elvis, I greet you. Good evening.
Good evening. Talk to us.
I greet you and every member of the panelists. I wanted to quickly correct Mr. Jonathan on his earlier submission. I was trying to call in earlier, but my phone was not connecting. Mr. Jonathan, I want to beg to disagree with you that they are not deceiving Nigerians, because Nigerians are not deceived. They are attempting to deceive Nigerians with all these their boogaboos. But people like us here on Niger Watch have effectively decoded them that they have nothing to offer and everything is propaganda with an aim to extend their leadership up to 8 years. And why I say Nigerians are not being deceived, also if you look at the videos Mr. Niger Watch play, which is the street views before the broadcast usually start, you find out that 90% of the people that they interview do not believe in the government and believe that what the government is doing is the more you look and the less you see. So Nigerians are not being deceived. What Nigerians are failing to do right now is to take the bull by the horn, to stand up and claim their country back. My heart is always broken each time I see the suffering that is going on in that country, and yet everybody are continuing as usual. Meanwhile, the thieves, the real criminals, are getting larger and bigger. Enough of this coming on air to defend one section of the country, one tribe, or one. See, Nigerians need to come together and take back the country, because a few have captured it. Until Jesus comes, if Nigeria do not stand up and take back their country by force, see, we will continue speaking and we will just continue to speak. Thank you, Nigeria Watch, for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right, people, I appreciate every one of you. We've come to the end of this broadcast. It's been a long day for us. Oga Consign, I believe he have a problem with his network, but nevertheless, I appreciate every one of you that called in today. We should understand that the reason why we come here every day is to talk about the things that's affecting us. The government are listening to us. They know that we're not happy. Tinubu returned back to Nigeria today. The first statement from him was, that is going to counter this continuous hunger in the country. So they are aware of what we are facing, but unfortunately, they will not do what they promise. That is the only situation we find ourselves, but nevertheless, I would like us to continue to talk and do our part, because they are listening to us. They know what we all are facing right now. Thank you very much, my people. Everybody that called in, thank you very much. Those of you that I could not pick your call, maybe you were calling when others were talking. Please understand with us, tomorrow is another day. You try again. We cannot pick everybody's call. If someone is talking and you are calling inside, obviously we cannot pick two calls at the same time. And for those of you that try to join the panel, a link was posted, so please always take opportunity or keep the link with you. Whenever you want to call me, you can call me like my brother just did. Give us a mandate. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Let's continue to talk. Let's continue to tell this government that we are not happy, even though some of us on the platform, we are living a good life by God's grace. We live in a better country where we don't have no single headache, in terms of system. But in our country, this doesn't work. So let's continue to speak out and say it how it is. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us today. On the comment section, I'd like to appreciate every one of you right there once again. Thank you very much for all you guys are doing. May God bless you all. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always, always, always. Oga Chris, thank you very much. Mother Luke, thank you very much. Give us a mandate. Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much. And those of you that came that already left, and God bless you now. Congratulations to all Nigerians all over the world once again, for our victory today. On Sunday, we'll be playing our final with Côte d'Ivoire. Let's pray that we win that, because that's the only thing that gives us joy right now. Thank you very much, my people. I'll say have a good night, and I'll be seeing you guys again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Fingers crossed, by God's grace. Bye for now, and I'll see you guys later.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what, yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad for the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what be here? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what, yo? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless, voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing. And we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one.